Stream is up.
Okay.
We are
So,
live.
Yeah, we'll get those two Dragonborns to.
oh, by the way, who had the box last?
Yeah,
I
Rocky still does.
Yeah, Rocky. I had given it to Rocky.
Yeah, or I mean Balasar.
No,
Balasar.
I thought he traded it.
No, not yet. See, we spent one night, so he had one night where he had no dreams, and like this should
And
be the next.
this
night.
should be the next
Well, no,
night. So
he already had 2 nights with it because remember he recognized the
Yeah.
language.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Then you passed it off to Wraith.
Oh,
Right.
that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right,
Well, we
see?
didn't do our recap yet, so.
That's right.
Well, I'm gonna say Nathan does it because I was really late Wednesday.
Okay. So when last we left off, well, actually, I kind of like it when a player does it. So, how about we have? Oh, are we live streaming?
We are live.
Okay. How about we have Yadrsil do our recap today?
I missed
Go
part of it
Riyadh.
too. Cause I was
No, you
late.
didn't.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
late
that's
Wednesday.
right. Well, I guess I'll do it. Okay.
Because he knows it's worthless to ask me.
Yeah. I mean, I think when I came in, you were still battling the cloakers.
Right.
Yeah, we were.
The first one was dead. I showed up and was a horse for some reason.
Yeah,
So,
because you had done that to break free of the cloaker.
see, I was
Yeah,
He
dead.
had you by the throat.
The cloaker was messing you up pretty bad.
So then I heroically turned into a horse and saved the rest of the party.
That's
As I killed the second cloaker solo. I believe this is how it all went down. Then,
There's
then
nothing wrong with a little bit of revisionist history, you know.
I can recap this way.
history's written by the victors, and apparently I won tonight.
So I pulled my bow, killed them both with one shot.
Yeah, I don't know why they said these cloakers were so hard.
Only because I was touching him.
So,
And he was distracting him.
so after the major cloaker battle, we skinned one. Balazar turned into a fish gill monster and went down and got the other one. Came back up. We went to what's that town called?
Sterling or
I gotta get the map
No,
out.
Stelmar.
Stellanar.
Stellanar.
Mar. I can't. I guess.
No, Nar.
It's an N. It's an N.
Yeah,
It's an N.
Stellanar.
Looks like an N, but it's Stellanar.
So we went to Stellanar. Found a person who could make us some nice magical cloaks out of the skins. We asked around to see if there's any trouble that they needed help with. Everything seemed pretty calm except the cloakers. They told us to be careful because a ship was lost out at sea to cloakers. We went and asked the clerics at the temple if they knew anything about temples. They did not. So a lot of chit-chatting and shopping was done in Stellanar to find out we still just have to go to the Hammer Seat. So we did what we always do and end the night drinking our woes away. We now are waking up to go get the cloaks, and yeah, that's about it.
and set sail.
We were told about the ruins of the old seat, but not that that there was once that one there. I think an old temple, but they didn't know if it was still around.
Right. It was full of monsters.
Yeah. But then we were going to get up in the morning, go get the cloaks, and head out for Hammer Seat.
Yes.
The Hammer Seat.
Okay, so you.
Oh man,
Hey,
have
I think
awakened.
Balasar is
All
here.
right,
I
cool.
have
Al-
awake.
Balsar got his balls back.
Yep, just in time. We just finished the recap, so we haven't started yet.
Got my balls back? No, I almost got bit by the new dog.
So you got
What
your
kind
balls
of-
back from the dog.
In the balls.
What kind of new dog you got?
It's a rat terrier.
Oh no! See another tiny dog.
Yeah,
A rat terrier? Is that
So-
the size of a rat?
I've named. No, that's the.
That's the
That's the
breed.
They used to hunt rats.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And I've named him Splinter.
Nice.
Nice.
Sarah's
I
like,
like
why do you
it.
name him Splinter? I'm like, just
Ninja
look
Turtles?
it up, you'll understand. Just look it up, you understand. And
Oh.
her coworker, as soon as she told her, she's like, yeah, Splinter. Makes perfect sense.
Live streaming.
Hey, so you gotta use fake names when you're telling stories,
Yeah,
like Ybot.
like Jimmy Joe Bob.
So, gotcha.
So we are
All
on.
right.
We're going to get our cloaks now.
So you guys wake up in the morning. You guys pay a gold each for your rooms.
Okay.
1 gold for a nice soft bed.
That's right.
And this place doesn't include breakfast, so it's not quite as nice as some of the other places you've stayed. But
I take 50 silver back.
yeah, you guys gather your stuff and start to head out. So you guys are heading to Old Jim for the at the leatherworkers place, or
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it Jim like Jim?
yes.
Hello, Jim.
So he's already out in front of his shop. He's working on some cloaks, and you see a bright red cloak. Well, it's actually kind of a darker shade of red because he was dyeing leather, and it's kind of hard to get that bright red. But it's definitely a recognizable red color, and a forest green cloak on 2 like stands behind them.
Cool.
Yeah.
I run over there and say, "Can I have my green cloak, please?"
I still haven't seen your gold, sir.
I already paid you.
He did, Bam.
Okay.
I paid in
What
advance.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
oh,
did
that's
advance
right.
for
Yeah.
gold.
Okay. He was like, okay, well, and he's
I
like,
think- We should get a free cloak. Saying.
he looks at you and he's like, the guard, son, and he takes the cloak off and he flips it one time and you see it shimmer.
Ooh,
He hands it to you,
nice.
and it's got a nice like big hood on it too.
Perfect.
It's like a hooded cloak, and the red one off, and you notice that the hood is actually lined with the feathers, and there are the talons are like reaching down, like, and they'll kind of like go over the forehead of the hood of the cloak.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you guys are
Nice look.
jelly now.
Who's getting the second one again?
It was you who ordered the red one.
You forgot
who's-
your order. I'll take his red one.
No, I didn't forget it. I thought somebody was supposed to get the second one.
Yeah, that's Corey.
No, I got the first one. And
Before
who's
you got-
Corey?
Yadger still got the forest
green
green one,
Yeah, God, Balasar.
and
I ordered the red one. I will take
yeah.
the red one. Is that an item?
well, you
that-
were the one who ordered it. So.
Yeah, I'm taking it. All right. Cool.
You're looking styling.
Yep.
Both of you.
Okay, so with
Man.
those cloaks, they would weigh probably about 4 pounds on your carry weight.
Hey, that's a heavy cloak.
I mean, it's made out of like it's a leather cloak, so it's
I
not
know
exactly.
Talons.
It's just heavy.
But
Okay, guys, I can't carry this. It's so heavy. It's weighed.
you might want to get rid of some of your carry weight there.
No,
Yeah,
all
just
that's
so-
in my bag. It's fine. I'm like max weight.
I'll take 25 gold off your hands.
No, that's weightless.
And what does this cloak do for us again?
You can
It allows
cast
you
a
to
blur.
cast the blur spell once per day, or once per short rest, or long rest. Excuse me.
All right. And what's the blur do?
I just put it in
Uh,
the chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Don't get hit as hard.
And he's like, so did anybody else want one? I do have some for sale for full price.
How much?
It's 400
600.
gold.
Oh,
Yeah,
400
he says,
sounds great.
yeah, he says 400. He's like, I'm giving you a little bit of a discount since you've already bought these last 2.
You know, I think I'm gonna get one.
Pass.
It's a bit high, but
All right. And he's like, okay, well, I've got just a couple of different colors here. I've got a jet black one, a pure white one and just the regular leather brown.
I'd be a paladin. I'm going with the white.
Okay. So he goes back into his shop and pulls out one.
Hey, throw that black one across my shoulders.
I just threw off 800 or 400 gold.
Okay. So you're going to pay 400 gold as well, Balazar?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Someone should give Rodan the brown one so that no one can tell when he craps himself.
So is somebody going to buy one for Rodan as well, or Jack? Did you want to buy one, or?
Nah.
So I turned to the team. I'm like, all right, I got 50 on his cloak. Anybody else want to chip in?
No.
What cloak?
He can buy his own shit.
Hey, I just took a big hit on my coin purse.
I know, I did too. So
That's what happens when you're not
Good.
here. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
you're giving Jim 50 gold. Go ahead.
Rodan says, "You know what? I think I'm good for right now. I might
He's
get
always
one
in the
that's-
back and never gets hit
Good.
anyways.
This is called a cloaker cloak, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cloak or hide cloak, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I gotta put it in there.
I call it my sea cloak.
Oh, okay. I'm calling it a cloaker cloak.
And he's old Jim's like, well, if you ever run into anybody else looking for some nice cloak or hide, let them know where I am.
Oh, we will, Jim.
All right.
Hey, Jim,
While I'm stupid, where's this go?
are you just in this business? Do you buy things like daggers or bags of jewels or feathers? Do you like anything like that? Gold necklaces?
Feathers I sometimes like to put on the cloaks, like you see on your friend's cloak.
Yeah, I got 5 feathers I'd sell you.
Okay, I'll give you 2 gold each.
10 gold? Yeah, see, I gotta start bringing back my stash after buying that cloak. Okay, I'll take that.
Got
Okay.
1/40th of it back.
Yeah, that's right. There go the feathers.
Okay, and
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. But as far as the other stuff goes,
Yeah, I need a jeweler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'll
you
look
know,
for one in Hammer Seat.
yeah, there's actually the jewelry market in the Hammer Sheet is one of the best places in the world.
Oh, right. Remind me, guys, because I got a lot to unload.
Don't
I
you
got
have
a
that jeweled
necklace,
dagger?
rings. I got a jeweled dagger. But I want to find out what that means. It might be magic, so I got to find out on that.
I thought we
first,
already
but-
checked to see if it was magic, and it wasn't, but it was so fine that the guy couldn't afford it.
Right.
Well, they
Yeah,
will in
it
Hammer Seat.
didn't have magic. Yeah.
You want me to take a look at it?
No, somehow Balazar, I think I'll
You
let
might
a
end up-
I'll let a
What
jeweler
dagger?
take a look at it. But thank you for the offer.
Okay.
All right, so so you guys head away from Jim's place, and you guys are gonna start setting sail, or do you have anywhere else you want to stop first?
I believe we're done, aren't we?
Yep.
Yep, let's get on the boat.
The butt.
Okay, so you guys get on the boat. Everybody make a perception check.
Ooh, perceiving. How fun.
I have perceived a lot.
I can't watch. There it is.
Yeah, it was a little slow. A
I'm
little delay.
percepting stuff.
I see into my head.
Apparently,
There is-
Dragonborn not very perceptive
there
creatures. I'm just saying.
Are other people beside me?
I look around, and I just continue to look around.
You forgot to open your eyes.
Okay,
Sorry, give me a high five. You missed.
Yadrsil and Wraith. You guys get on the boat, and you guys remember closing the door to the lower decks, but it's cracked open.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, look at that! I fell down. Trying to.
Well then,
I would point that out to the crew and say, "Hey guys,
well, I think someone tanky should go in first and see
I
what's in
think-
there.
Hey, say no more.
Hey, Balazar,
Wait, where am I going again?
What's up?
Into the boat. We
go,
can't
go
see.
down and check out what's down below.
Hold on. So we have a barbarian. You're like, let's send the sorcerer down. Okay, cool. Let's do this. I'm going on down, dragonborn and all.
It's a dragonborn sorcerer.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Don't
mean
get-
he
don't
still
get-
only has like 30 hit points.
Don't get too close, because I might breathe on you really hard.
Hold on. Rogar and my brother and I, Balazar. I can never get your name right.
It's Balasar. Mom taught you how to say it.
No, I call you Balls. I call you Balls.
You know what?
That is something a brother would call his little brother Balazar.
It is exactly what he'd call it.
And I think you got a new nickname.
You're not supposed to tell people.
That's like when they named the boy Sue, you know? You came up tough.
Yeah, I'm the only one who can call him that, though. If anyone else calls him that, they're gonna meet Bahamut's tooth. And
Okay.
I'll wait till you're spirit walking and I'll call him that.
It's a family thing.
So did you go in the boat yet?
Yes.
I'm going down. Yeah.
Balazar and I follow him into the boat.
All right.
All right, investigation checks from both of you.
Hold on. I gotta...
When I investigate,
Get that investigation on.
I see some things.
I see all kinds of shit.
Oh, let's hear
Okay.
what Balls has got to say.
Okay, so you guys go in there and you guys are opening the door very slowly and taking a peek. You don't see anyone in the underdecks of the ship. You guys carefully look through. It's not a big ship, so it doesn't take you long to look. So you don't find anybody, but what you do find is written on the inside of the boat, on the wall, in big black letters, and it looks like paint that's still wet. She is watching you in Draconic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. Is this a good she or a bad she?
I hope she's hot, whoever she is.
Maybe it's Tai Chi.
Hold on. I don't think it's a good thing, guys.
Now you're still carrying. No, I'm carrying the box.
You have
now.
the box.
I have
Hey,
the box.
Oh yeah, and last night when you were sleeping, you heard the whispers.
I heard the whispers on the first night.
Remember, this isn't your first night with it.
Yeah, didn't you have it once before?
He's had
Way
it
back.
two nights
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Well, that's why. Yeah, because you've had it already once.
Oh, did I have it 2 nights? No, I just had it at 1 night.
I could have sworn you were the first person to hear the whispers.
I think so too. Yeah.
Like not this
Okay.
session. Like
well,
not this
see,
sleep session.
I know Draconic, so I would understand the language.
BRB coffee.
No,
That wasn't.
It was
Draconic
actually-
on the.
yeah, it was in.
Oh, that's right. It was infernal. That's right.
Right.
That's why I couldn't hear it. Yep.
Yeah.
Infernal language. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
You hear the whispers, okay?
Yep.
okay, so you guys see those letters? You don't see anybody in there. You remember that when Elf was invisible. So Rogar, you take your sword and just kind of sweep around, just trying to find anybody invisible. But there doesn't seem to be anyone there.
Well, I get a rag out and start cleaning this mess up because I can't have my boat tarnished.
That's
Don't
right.
touch it. Don't touch it.
I wouldn't.
That's black paint on the inside of my nice mahogany teak wood. Please.
Might be a message we want to be reminded of.
We'll remember. What did it say? As I've already smeared it off the wall.
He's watching you.
See? You guys remember. God, this is clean now.
What
That's
happened?
because it's scary.
Sorry, I blanked out. I was perceiving nothing.
Watching his feet.
Wow.
Well, I wiped it off the
do
wall
we get
already.
together and wonder what this is meaning? Saying who is she? I mean,
I think going at face value is good for saving time here. I would say it's creepy. We'll figure out who she is.
Yeah, let's sail. We'll find out.
We need to get moving.
We'll think about it while we're
Alright.
on the boat.
okay.
So
All
we
right.
headed south.
Yeah, we're headed to the
Okay,
Hammer
so-
Seat.
All right, so you guys get on the boat and you start untying the ropes to get off of the dock. And everybody make a perception check.
I got a feeling there's still somebody on the boat.
Well, there was no one hidden on the inside.
Well, let's.
I'm washing my hands still
Oh,
from
let's
all this
check the-
black
oh.
paint.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
watching my hand too.
What am I seeing?
Okay,
check
so
the
you all actually notice like kind of like a good distance away, leaned up against the building, is a homeless dwarf you saw in the last town you were
In
the last
Rust?
town.
Whoa.
In Rust?
in Rust. Yeah.
Or-
So he's following us.
yeah.
How did he get here? Do I see his boat?
You don't see any boat.
We
Well,
don't know.
there's a few boats at the dock here.
And this isn't a dirt guard. This is just a dwarf.
Just a dwarf. He was homeless. Well, it looked like he was homeless. He
I
was
wonder if he's
disheveled.
put
And,
away.
If I saw, I would be tempted to go throw a couple of gold coins his way and ask him
But
So
what
you guys are
brought
gonna-
him.
you're gonna tie the boat back up because you guys have already untied the boat at this point.
no, let's just go.
Hey,
Let's
you don't
roll.
think that's worth investigating?
We'll
Hey,
we'll
sorry.
see if he follows us to the next town.
Yeah.
Someone take a picture of his face.
As I shout out when we're going away. We're going back to Rust. Let's go, boys. And then we sail off towards Rust with a quick turn towards the Hammer Seat once we're out of sight.
Okay.
I think this could be a mistake, but that's
Ooh.
all right.
So you guys set sail. You guys, you're probably about a day and a half out to get to the Hammer Seat.
We just fall on
Um,
the coastline.
If you're following the
Yeah.
coastline and not taking like a direct path, it'll probably be about 2 days then.
Let's follow the coast.
Yeah, we don't really have
We don't, yeah.
another way to travel. Does anybody have a
No.
compass?
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, I think we would follow the coast.
Yeah,
At least keep
keep
the
the
coast
coast.
in sight.
In sight.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. So yeah, you guys head out. You guys have the Dragonborn row, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Get on those oars.
I
And
pulled
you
out
know-
the stain and I'm restaining my mahogany deck.
No,
Good.
Balazar, that's not what I meant. Get off that oar.
Yeah, and you got usually like the Dragonborn are probably the best for the oars, but you guys take shifts and stuff. so
Right.
they can't
Yeah, they can't
True.
row for 2
Yeah.
days. Great.
right.
Yeah.
And so you guys are rowing.
Not
and,
with that attitude.
And every once in a while, you'll hear strange noises in the dark. You guys have some light coming through the holes in the top, but you guys are under a mountain, so it's not exactly a bright lit, happy place.
Yeah, it's always dusk at best.
Mm-hmm. And so you guys keep the coastline in sight. Everybody make a perception check.
Let's get our perceives on.
Okay, gotta warm up with my coffee.
I must have still been under the deck.
I see the planks.
Yeah, I didn't do
Look,
too
it's an
good.
oar in my hand.
Yeah, we
And,
all roll.
None of you notices anything out of the ordinary. You guys are, still rowing along.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Sounds like we're about to get attacked and none of us see it.
Well,
We're all
maybe, or maybe it's like a floating treasure of loot, sunken ship.
that's right.
Could be a
Someone
good
needs
thing.
to freaking get the perceive up or something.
Dude, my perception's +4. I just didn't roll well.
You suck at using it.
I know mine's +3 and I got a shitty number 2.
I did y'all know.
All right, so you guys keep going. It's getting pretty late in the first day. You guys gonna take a break for the night, or like row in shifts throughout the night, or what are you gonna do?
Can't,
If we
'cause
if
rowing,
we row at night, we're gonna lose ourselves.
Yeah, we might as well.
We'll end up
anchor.
on the rocks
Everyone's
or out at
exhausted
deep sea.
already.
I think we rest.
Yeah, everyone's
Drop
exhausted.
anchor.
We've all rowed all day.
yeah.
Just still set up shifts for guard. Just
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll guard, but we're not gonna be. We got to keep the coast in sight, and we can't see it at night.
Well, you can hand me
Okay.
the box, and I'll just meditate with it.
That's not a bad idea, because this would be my. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
you heard voices already. We don't know what happened.
Yeah.
well, you don't want me to hold the box.
No, we might want you to, so you can tell
Well-
us what it's doing.
Maybe
How-
later after Corey or something.
I mean, I'll.
Who?
You know what? I'll hold the box. I'll make this happen. Let's see what's going on.
Okay. So, are you? Who's taking the first shift? I guess Rodan will volunteer.
Okay.
That's right. He didn't do much rowing.
Yeah.
He was sleeping the whole time. The bastard. Wake him up.
Well, I think there's nothing wrong with having twos watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely have
I'll
two.
I'll stay
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So Rodan and Yggdrasil will be making a Constitution save to stay awake.
Easy.
And
My meditation levels are off the chart.
Constitution.
Wait, are we still on the boat?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
anchored.
Yeah,
We're
just
anchored
parked.
out at sea.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys both managed to stay awake, no problem. Rodan is he's like watching to make sure you don't get on the bow of the ship and start singing
Yeah.
"My Heart Will Go On."
Yeah.
Um,
I know not to go up there.
Yeah.
He has a perma-held force push.
And so he's just relaxing, just keeping a lookout. And both of you make a perception check.
Well, with my 20 of Constitution, I should easily be able to see whatever I was looking for.
Holy shit.
Never mind. I fell back asleep.
And neither of you see anything.
What?
Dude, I rolled double natural ones.
We're going to be attacked.
All right.
I
so,
probably don't even know the eyes are dark.
And it is really, really dark. You've got dark vision for 60 feet, but 60 feet is not a long way in the middle of a sea.
Yeah, sea, right.
And he's got the same thing. And I think you both have spy glasses, if I'm not mistaken. So I would give you advantage on it, but even with advantage, neither of you saw anything.
Yeah, well,
He's looking through the wrong end of the spy.
with my good eye, I saw nothing, so I switched to my bad eye and still saw nothing. Guys, it's dark AF out here. Okay, that's all I know.
All right, so you go throughout your watch and nothing happens, nothing out of the ordinary.
Who's getting up
You-
for
you
the
might-
next watch?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in there so I can see some.
Well, Jack,
Okay.
I saw nothing. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh,
And
okay.
I hand him my spyglass so he can have advantage on perception checks.
I'll stand watch along with Jacuzzi, and we'll let Balazar, since he's holding the box, get some extra sleep.
Okay, so Yggdrasil, you are meditating with the box?
No, Balazar's still got the box.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
well,
am gonna
Balazar-
meditate though.
Okay, Balazar, while you were sleeping with the box, well, actually, are you taking a shift, or who's taking the next shift?
No, he's sleeping throughout the night.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wraith and Jack are taking the next shift.
Okay.
We're letting the
Constitution
Dragonborn
saves-
sleep.
All right, Constitution saves from both of you then.
Oh, is this for?
That's for you.
This is for staying awake. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll stay awake. No
Yeah.
problem.
Ooh,
Oh yeah. So you guys, no problem. You guys stay awake through the night, and both of you make a perception check.
Remember, Jack's got advantage because I gave him my
Yes.
spyglass. I told him I didn't see anything. There's nothing to worry about out here.
I stick the spyglass up to my eye, and there's black ring now around my eye.
I got him.
That's where the dragon paint went.
Well, I figured while I was down there. That's why I didn't get advantage, because I didn't use it correctly. Because I didn't want to get my eye blacked.
Okay, so Jack, as you were sleeping through the night, well, not sleeping through the night, but as you guys were keeping watch, you saw what appeared to be some sort of dark shape in the water.
Huh.
And
in the water, not above
Yeah.
it.
right in the water, like
Okay.
underneath. You couldn't make out any kind of details, but it seemed to pass the ship by.
How big?
I would say probably about half the size of the ship.
Easy peasy.
I think we found our she.
Well, if it's a shark,
Maybe.
do we have any way to actually get it up once we kill it, or?
Well, he just saw it. That's all. We haven't fought
Well,
it yet.
Basically, you have to get under it and swim underneath it. I'm just joking. I'm just going back to the forest that we were playing last night. But yeah, you don't know what it was, but it seems to have already left. Like it was just kind of, it looked like it was kind of like coming up to check you out and then left.
Okay.
Think you should relay the story to the crew when they wake up.
Yeah, something dark swam by.
Yeah, well,
Like a
big.
fish?
Are we awake
I
yet?
couldn't tell. It was just dark.
So it was,
About half the length of the boat.
so a big fish.
Yeah, pretty big.
Pretty
Nice.
big. We don't know if it's a fish.
No, we.
Well, if it's in the water, we assume it's a fish.
All right.
So you guys
Could be a
finish
whale.
up. You guys finish up the rest of your watch with no more incident.
I'm still worried about she.
Hey, Jack, you got something on your eyeball. Give me my spyglass back.
All right, so Balazar, in the middle of the night, while you're dreaming, and anybody who's
I'm still
Like-
sleeping.
yeah, so you in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, you're dreaming this time, and it's not just black. You see a large green eye with a vertical like pupil, like a kind of like a. Let me see. if I
A
can
cat's
find
eye.
it.
Like
Yeah.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Like the Eye of Sauron.
Yeah, very deep green, and you hear in Draconic this time, not in Infernal. You hear, "I'm watching you," in a very
Black dragon with the
in a
green eye.
very feminine voice.
Oh,
That's
God.
the she.
That's the
That's
sheep.
the she.
But how
Thank
does-
you, DM, for not doing a feminine voice. Appreciate it.
Am I able to see anything around the eye, like the color of the actual dragon?
You don't know if it's a dragon or not.
But I
All you
recognize
all
the
you
eye,
see is a field of jet black and the eye.
so it's probably a black dragon with a green eye. Got it.
So if we find a blue dragon with a green eye, wrong dragon.
Exactly.
Wrong dragon.
That is the wrong dragon.
I don't want to fight a dragon yet, guys. I don't want to die.
All right. Well, we're not there. We're not near there yet.
We don't know where
Well,
there is, and they're
She's
watching us.
watching us.
All right,
And-
and also when you wake up, feeling just really, really groggy, like even groggier than you were before. And for all ability checks today, you will be at disadvantage until you sleep again.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn, I'm gonna have to go back to bed, guys. Can I get 5 more minutes?
Snooze alarm.
Yeah.
What was written on the
While y'all
boat?
row, I don't.
She was watching.
She's watching you.
I'm tired.
Remember the thing that we
While
wouldn't
y'all
forget.
row, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, I think also that you ought to. I mean, after something that strong, that you ought to pass that box again.
Yeah.
We got to keep that box moving at this point.
That's
Yeah, but
what
I also want to keep the box to see if I can see more.
Well,
Uh-oh, he's getting all.
He's
Okay.
getting sucked in by the box.
He
Exactly.
is getting
He's getting
sucked in
all,
by the box.
No, give me the box, balls.
the one ring
Yeah.
syndrome.
Yeah.
You can give it to your brother.
Balls, give me the
Yeah.
box.
Don't make me take it.
Balasar, as they're asking you to take the box, make an intelligence saving throw. Actually, no, charisma. It would be a charisma saving throw. Okay. As you're about to give it away, you kind of feel this like little urge, like, you know, I kind of want to hang on to this, but then you just push that in the back of your mind and go ahead and you're willing to, you're able to let go of it.
Oh, we are about to have a wrestling match off this boat, balls.
Look here, Rowie. I got a strong feeling I should keep this box.
Yeah, I got a strong feeling I should just punch you out and take it.
I got a strong feeling that you're about to get a snowball form to the damn.
Oh, you
I got a
brother.
strong feeling that ocean is thirsty for a bronze dragonborn.
Okay, I can swim.
I back up a Cash Shillelagh club on my club. In case it.
You swim. Nope.
I
you
lay-
never
I-
seen a little healthy sibling rivalry here,
I
guys?
lay a calming hand on Balazar's shoulder.
Mm.
Well,
So you're
Balazar,
not thinking clear, Balazar. You've got to pass off the box.
All right, I'll pass it off, but I got a strong feeling that if I hold on to this, I'll see
Okay,
more.
we can give it back to you.
You feel
We're
better
never
when she
giving
takes-
it back.
All right, we're going back to bed.
Okay, so are you going? All right, so you go back to sleep while everybody else is awake and running the ship and stuff. And you've given the box to who now?
To me.
Rogar. Okay.
To Rogar.
I give it to Rowie.
Okay. So yeah, so Rogar, you got the box. You're not sleeping, so you don't have to really worry about anything. But so you guys are
Should be Rogie.
taking shifts rowing. Rodan tries to take a shift, but he's really shitty at rowing a boat.
We're starting to drift out to the ocean because he's not rowing hard enough.
Yeah, so you guys are make a good time. It looks like. Everybody make a perception check.
I see.
Nothing.
I see ropes.
Okay.
Perceive there are
I'm
ropes
talking in
on
my
the boat.
sleep. I rolled my dice. Talking in my sleep, I heard someone say, "Roll some dice."
Yeah. Balasar, you perceive absolutely nothing except for the inside of your eyeballs, your eyelids. Yadrsil, way off in the distance behind you, just really far out there. You see, just like passing under one of the little light columns that comes out of one of the holes, is a single shape. You can't make out what it is, but it's way far away
Behind us.
behind you.
Behind us.
So I'm going to keep my eye trained on it for a while to see if it's getting bigger or smaller.
Yeah,
Use your
and
spyglass.
even in the spyglass, it's far away.
Right. I just
Could
want
be
to...
that dwarf on his boat
Could be.
with the lady.
So can
Could be.
can he tell a shape or not?
Not really, no.
Yeah,
Well, I-
just keep an eye on
like-
it. It starts
like,
getting close.
The difficulty class to actually pursue this thing was 20, so it was hard to see.
But I'm naturally amazing at everything.
That's right.
So there's something behind us. Can I keep watching it to see if it's getting bigger or smaller or staying the same?
Yeah, absolutely. As it looks like right now, it seems like it's keeping pace with you. It doesn't look like it's getting any farther away, but it doesn't look like it's getting any closer either.
So I let the team know that something is following us, and it's so far away that I can't even tell what it is. But it's something, and it's following.
In that case, I say we put the whip to the rowers.
Works for me because I'm not rowing.
Let's get going.
We could be
All right.
traveling diagonally because of Rodan and his weak sauce.
Ooh, could we double up on the rows? Put 2 people on each row for double time?
There are a total of 4 O's, so
Oh.
oars.
Why haven't
So
we
I
been
say-
using these 4 oars this whole time?
Because we've been taking it, we've been cruising, but now I think it's
Yeah.
time to put all 4 to the oars.
We haven't been racing. Now we want to race because
All right, so who all is rowing?
I'm rowing.
I'm keeping an eye on this ship.
And I'm going to get on an oar.
All right, so we got Rogar.
see, I would, but I don't do too good.
All right, so we got Rogar, Wraith, and that's pretty much it.
Wait,
We only
is,
got
is
three-
right,
Balazar?
because
He's still asleep,
Jack-
right?
Balazar's sleeping.
All right,
Balazar's still
I'll
sleeping.
stand on the seat.
All right, and Rodan's gonna
We
try
need-
as well.
Well,
We
you-
need to
you
put Rodan and Jack on the oars.
but on
Right,
opposite
so-
sides.
Yeah. So acrobatics checks from everybody rowing.
Acrobatics.
Not acrobatics. I meant athletics. My bad.
Jack
Okay.
was excited.
We're flipping with the oars.
Oh, good job, Rodan.
Look at my athletics as I'm
I
rolling my
rolled
sleep.
twice.
Quit rolling in
Roll
your
athletics.
sleep.
I'll take the first roll on my athletics, please.
Y'all have me rolling so often that I roll
Yeah,
my
that makes sense. So you guys are putting the oars to the water, and surprisingly enough, maybe like just the thought of somebody following you is putting some extra oomph in Rodan's step, but he is rowing like a champ.
He decided to
And not
carry
quite
the.
as strong as Rogar, because Rogar is the big beefcake of the group. But,
Yeah.
but he is
Still.
really.
good job,
Like,
Rowie.
You guys are actually kind of impressed with what Rodan can do.
I can never hear my brother because of all the balls in his mouth.
I yell back to Yadricel. Are we getting? Is it look like we're pulling away?
I can't
it-
tell.
Make another perception check there.
Don't let
I'll say
him.
with advantage because you can see it. Okay.
Guys, I'm holding an oar.
All right. So it does look like you're making a little bit of headway. It's getting smaller and smaller off in the distance.
All right, keep it up.
We should be getting close to the hammer seat now, right?
Well,
No, we're still
it
a
was-
ways away, I
you
think.
were-
we spent a
you were
night. It
too-
was like 2 days.
yeah, you were 2 full days
Depends on-
away. So
Yeah, but we've
Depends
already
on
went
how long
through
we've
one night.
you went through one
One
night.
night,
Yeah.
so-
So you guys have at least one more night.
What? That'd be 3. This is one of those cruise tricks where it's like 2 nights, but it's 3 days of slave rowing.
Yes, that's what it is.
Crap.
We'll get back to rowing.
I'm still looking through this
Do
eyeglass.
something.
All right. You everybody make another athletics check.
Man.
I've been rolling shitty ass dice.
Rodan
Look
is
at
trying to
me.
keep the boat going.
Look at me.
Okay.
Don't we get
We're starting
dragon,
to tire.
Don't we get Dragonborn bond and get strength advantage because we're both brothers?
Balazar's still asleep.
Balasar is like laying in his sleep, pretending to row. It's amazing. All right. So.
Yeah.
He's rowing better than Rodan.
Yeah, so you guys are keeping going, but it's going at the pace you're going. You're starting to get a little bit winded, so you're not going quite as fast. But it still looks like you're making some decent headway on the ship.
And by now we ought to probably see land on both sides of us. If we're getting inside the bay, we can push on into the evening without too much worry.
So about at this point, Yadrishil, you cannot see the speck off in the distance anymore.
It appears we have outran the speck.
Cool.
Good.
So do you guys want to keep on pushing, or?
Yeah, see,
Is
I
it-
agree.
is
If
it-
we're in that inlet, then we can't get lost.
Are we in the inlet yet? We should be.
Let me
On the
look at
map.
real quick.
We've got to be within the inlet. We've been keeping the land in sight.
Yeah, I would say that you guys are probably right past the mouth of the inlet. So you've
Yeah.
got land on both sides.
All right.
So we can push on at night without too much
yeah,
risk,
we'll go.
I think.
Half speed, just a nice rowing pace.
Okay.
With 4 oars?
Well, we're just but at half the. We're
Well,
not pumping.
I'll take a shift from whoever's tired.
right.
And I think it's time to wake up Balazar.
Yeah,
Say,
he's been sleeping
Balazar,
all day.
Yeah,
You've
at
had
this
us-
point, at this point, he's gotten a full night's rest.
Yeah, then let's put Balazar on an oar. Get
Got
up
it.
here, Bal.
I've been rolling in my sleeves. Let's actually do this.
Okay, so
Okay.
I will say, I wasn't gonna make you do a check or anything.
And you're doing a save for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys are rowing at a normal pace at this point. With all four oars, you're kind of taking your time at this point. Nobody is like trying to push themselves, so I won't make anybody take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
If you guys had really pushed it, you probably would have. But so you've got another probably, I'd say, 4 or 5 hours until you reach the docks of the Hammer Seat. And at this point, you can actually already see through some of the columns of light that come through the holes in the top of the mountain. You can already start to see the city under the mountain. And this place is huge.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
They're
it would
like-
have lights and stuff too, right?
There are lights, but not all of them are turned on right now because
Be
dwarves can see pretty good in the night and in the dark, and B, they've got the lights going. Probably they would light the fires at night, but it's still like early morning at this point in time.
Can I smell the place from here?
Can you smell the place?
Yeah, because smelly dwarves. And there's a lot there. So I should
No,
probably
you-
be able to smell that pile of smelly dwarves.
He's gonna get us killed.
I may.
I know.
We can barely see the city yet. We're still out a mile or two,
I have
I
a
didn't know
good.
I didn't know the elves had a chapter of the Ku Klux Klan.
Stuff on the racism, bro.
Smellies.
Good.
But yeah, so you don't smell any dwarves.
Okay, that's good.
You guys just keep on heading out, and you guys, you guys are pushing, but not like super hard, and you guys eventually get to the docks.
All right.
And-
Cool.
So as you guys are pulling in, you notice that like all of the buildings here are made of stone, which is the most obvious source of building material that they've got in a dwarven city under the mountain. But there's lots of different types of stone. You see some that are like almost like full black onyx. There's some that are like granite and limestone and all sorts of other stuff. Some that are kind of mixed. See some brick every once in a while from like people who've made brick out of the clay and stuff from deep in the earth. The docks that you're on here, they're a very busy docking station. Like you see like many ships. This is a very, very large city. It's just as big, if not bigger, as the capital city.
So this is the
of
busy
Allendron.
harbor.
It is a busy harbor.
Okay.
And as you guys are pulling into the docks, you see a dwarf walk up to your ship as you're pulling in, and he's like, mooring fee of 3 gold
Is that
All
per
right.
day or?
All right, Yggdrasil.
per day.
Got it.
So actually, before we even got there, once we were getting close, I was gonna wild shape into a lizard, and just sit on Rogar's shoulder.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So that way he doesn't comment and get us all killed.
I actually think I think you should stay on the boat to see if that dwarf shows up.
Well, I can leave my cat on the boat.
Okay,
I have to stay within 100 feet of it though to get communication.
gotcha.
But I
Yeah,
could
well,
do
that-
that.
Yeah, if you stay right by the boat.
Right.
But if
But
we go
then-
walking through town, we're going to be more than 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Well, you could
So-
ask the guards to watch over our boat.
Well, but they're not going to know to look for the guy.
For the dwarf that's been following us.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You just tell them, you got, these are the only people out on our boat. If you see anybody other than us, kill them.
Okay.
And you're going to expect a dwarf to kill another dwarf just because you said kill him. I don't think that's going to happen.
He's not going to be able to tell him because he's
He's a
He's not-
lizard.
yeah. So you're going to have to tell him.
I ain't telling them that.
Well, you gotta tell them not to get on our. Don't touch our stuff.
All right, so where's the
Well-
guard at? Where's the guard at? Hey,
He's,
guard.
he's
We're dock-
he's a dock worker.
Yeah.
He's not a guard, but you do see that there are several guard outposts along the coastline, because this is a very busy dock. The docks probably go a good mile, with like different like inlets that you could park your ship and stuff. But as you guys pull in, a couple of dwarves are out there like asking you to throw you their ropes, and they tie up the ship for you and stuff.
Then we give them 30 gold. Who's paying the gold? Who's got the most gold?
I can do the gold because I didn't
All
buy
right.
anything.
I think that Rodan's got the most gold.
Hey, Rodan, you're broke after this last trip.
Rodan
Yeah.
hasn't been himself lately.
Yeah, he's not feeling quite present, so I mean.
Pay him 30 gold, Malik.
30 gold.
Or,
I just did.
yeah.
Okay, so he's like 30 gold. That'll give you 10 days of mooring.
10
All right.
days.
Oh,
Okay.
He said 3 gold per day. So
Oh,
Okay. Then ask him where the local inn is. We need to go check in and get us some rooms set up, and then we can find out where we need a jeweler. We want to talk to the mages. We've got a lot to do here.
he's like, the Wet Rat is the closest tavern. It's about two blocks that way. But if you want something a little bit nicer, I'd probably go a couple more blocks and find the Splinter Door. It's a much nicer inn.
Okay.
yeah, we want the splinter door.
Yeah. We can afford it.
Especially with Rodan paying.
Let's head over, get some food and ale, and get some information about where we need to go check out places.
Yeah, we'll see if they've got a town map that we can. Do you have a tourist map here? We can.
I don't.
Okay, word of mouth. Let's get to the inn. Let's go to the
Yeah.
splinters.
Yeah.
The splinter door.
The DM has not made a town map for this place. So.
Sounds like someone's up on it.
we're gonna have to go get some information. Oral information.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Oral
like he wants to do
information.
construction.
Hold the phone. What are you trying to do?
Oral information.
So as you guys are walking through the streets, a couple of things like definitely jump out at you. One is the actual castle itself that's in the middle of the town. It's huge. It's made out of largest pieces of stone you've ever seen, kind of like in a brick formation, but huge pieces of stone. And it goes up probably 30-40 stories in the air. Like
Holy shit!
it's massive. And also you see a tower that's just as large, if not larger, than the lighthouse in Southwatch. And it's made of pure marble, and it doesn't look like there's any seams on it. It's almost like it was cut from one big piece of marble.
Huh?
Damn.
That would be a big ass piece.
And there are large blue gems, like probably the size of Rogar, lining each like the left and right sides of this building.
Holy shit!
There's wealth in this town, gentlemen. Okay.
So you guys head down the street.
We're impressed.
So you guys head down the street, and this is a very busy, bustling town. There are people, like a lot of dwarves, mainly dwarves, going from here to there, carry on their everyday business. You see people like selling fruits and from stands on the sides of the road and different kinds of things. And it kind of surprises you to see fruits in an underground mountain. It's like, where do they get this stuff? But they seem to have like a bustling little trade there.
Okay.
Well, we've
And,
been traveling. We probably just should get some oranges or something.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about the scurvy.
I ain't trying to get those curves.
All right. So do you want to stop by one of the fruit stands
Yeah,
there?
stop by the fruit stand.
Okay. So a very kind kind-looking dwarf lady says, "Hello there, friend. May I help you with something?"
Sup? Can I get can I see what kind of citrus fruits that you have?
Citrus. Yeah. I've got these very nice grapefruit here. I've got a few
Nice.
tangerines,
Ooh,
and I've got some oranges.
I like the sound of that. I'll take a grapefruit.
Notice how
Okay.
he likes to eat things in the shape of balls.
Shape and bones.
Okay. That'll be 20 silver.
All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right, how do I do silver on this thing?
10 silver equals 1 gold.
Oh, okay. Not know that. Got it. Check.
I'm gonna get some fruit too, definitely.
Why do we
Okay.
need fruit?
Just because we haven't had it in a long time. We've been
Yeah.
eating jerky.
Yeah.
You don't want to get the
Yeah.
scurvies.
And she's got a wide array of fruit. She's got bananas. She's got a couple of watermelons.
Yeah.
Uh,
the citrus.
And
The
she
vitamin C.
does have the citrus that was otherwise mentioned.
Brussels sprouts have more vitamin C than oranges, FYI.
Huh. Okay,
And,
I'm buying some Brussels sprouts.
I'm
I
just getting an extra orange.
All
I
right.
will- I'll take.
Yeah, I'm
a
doing the
couple-
orange too.
I'll take a couple grapefruits, please.
All right.
And I'm like a little lizard just chomping on his shoulder trying to get something to eat.
See, when you're that little, one little bite of orange would fill you up.
Exactly.
How much were the oranges?
20 silver.
20 silver. Yeah.
20 silver.
Well, the
Yeah,
grapefruit.
Two gold. Yeah.
Grapefruit.
Yeah, she charges 20 silver per piece of fruit.
Oh wow. You might want to get the grapefruit then, bud. Come on.
All right.
Just to make it easy on me.
I'm gonna get the. I'll get like.
More bang for your buck. Come on now, Rowan.
10.
You know you want
I
that
get
grapefruit.
10,
I'm getting a couple of
10
oranges.
grapefruits.
10 grapefruits. You got it. But that she only has a couple more grapefruits now. You guys are kind of cleaning out her stock of grapefruits.
Which so she's happy about that, and also.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
She's not upset that you guys are buying her stock. And she's like, just as a thank you, she hands you the last 2 grapefruits for.
Oh.
Okay, sweet. So I got 12 grapefruits. I'm gonna pound down one of these things like right now.
I'm eating my oranges.
Anybody want one?
Oh,
Anybody-
so I had to buy mine. You're gonna offer everybody else? You know what? Yeah, I'll take one.
Brothers. I knew we were going to have trouble when you got 2 brothers on the same quest.
So everybody eats their fruit and enjoys it. And, you guys keep on heading towards the to the tavern.
Yeah. The
Yep,
splinter
we're
door.
heading to the splinter door.
All right, so you guys make it to the splinter door. It's actually it's a very nice building, and it's one of the only made of wood. And it looks like it's made of old driftwood that maybe came off of boats and stuff that had broken down, and it kind of like pieced together. But actually, it looks like even though it's made out of like old, like broken and beat up wood, it's the design of it is really intricate and it's very cool looking.
All right.
Okay, I step up to the barkeep.
So you guys enter the swinging saloon doors at the front door. You guys go up, and the barkeep has got like dark red hair, shoulder length, tied up in a ponytail. He's got a long braided beard, and he has an axe, like a battle axe, like on his back at all times. Which is weird to see a barkeep like that, but he's got a
Yeah, it
battle
is.
axe, and so he's like, "Hello there, what can I get you?"
Oh wow! I'd like some good food and some ale, and I'd like to talk to you a bit. We're just new to the town. We're looking
sorry.
around, need some information, but yeah, we can start with food and ale.
Oh, we always got a good amount of that.
I like food.
What is your best ale that you have right now?
Ale. Let's see here. And he goes under the bar and he pulls out like this cask, and it's got a hammer with like flames around the hammer, like branded onto the side of the barrel. And he's like, this would be me flaming barrel ale, like a flaming hammer ale. Excuse me.
Sounds good.
Are you
I'm
gonna
ready.
light it on
I want to
fire?
buy. I want to buy. Well, first of all, how much is it a mug?
Oh, it'll be 2 gold a mug.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a round for all my boys here.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So he takes a line of mugs out and he pours out of the cask one into each, and then he takes like a small match from underneath his in his thing, and he strikes it and he lights each one on fire.
Whoa,
Yeah, the alcohol content's pretty decent, I guess.
this is cool. Yeah.
So yeah, so he's like, you want to drink it before the fire goes out.
All right.
Cheers,
Pound them
gentlemen.
down, yeah.
Yes.
And what do we have to roll?
No, you don't have to roll anything this
Oh,
time.
No, you just pound it down.
Yeah, you guys pound it down. You think that if you drank a couple of these, you'd probably have to start making some rolls.
What about like fire resistance checks? See if your face catches on fire. I've seen those
you're good.
videos.
Seems
Fire
good.
resistant. Here we go.
Yeah, you guys you're all right. You may if the people with
I singed
facial
my
hair.
eyebrows a little bit, but
Yeah, if anybody has facial hair, you probably your mustache probably smells a little funny at this point.
Yeah.
But
Don't find any of those, so go.
so yeah, and he does like he hands you a menu for food, and it's got like the usual bar fare, and he's got like roast beef and stuff like that on there.
You got any mutton?
He does have mutton.
Take some of that mutton.
all right.
And he's like, just a gold for the mutton then.
All right.
All
Gold
right.
it
I'm
up.
gonna have some roast.
All right, that's a gold as well.
All right.
Jason on down.
We need to go do some quests and get the damn gold guys. Come on.
I scurry off Rogar's shoulder and take a bite of the mutton off Balazar's plate and run away.
This mother.
All right.
I'm about to choke
So
me on this.
so the dwarf sees so the dwarf sees like a lizard scurrying around on the bar, and he takes like this butcher's knife from below the bar, and he's gonna make a swing at the lizard.
And I'm gonna catch his hand and be like, "You shall not."
All right, make an initiative check.
Oops.
Where the hell's that at?
Okay, so you do manage to catch his arm before the knife comes down.
Boy.
He's like, there's a
That'd be,
bleeding lizard in my bar.
that'd be my
That is-
pet.
That is my lizard, bro.
He's like, well, you make sure you keep him contained. I don't want him like eating people's food and stuff.
He's only gonna eat the food within the party.
He's like,
He won't bother anybody else.
all
unless-
right,
Unless I tell him to.
all right, I trust you.
He can turn it. He can do all sorts of cool tricks like turn into a dragon and whatnot.
Don't worry.
At that point, I
Don't
get up
worry.
on my hind legs and pretend like I breathe fire.
He's like, not quite as fearsome as some of the dragons I've seen in the arena.
Don't worry. If he acts up, I'll put him in my pouch.
He looks like an insurance guy.
That's a gecko.
Oh, well.
By
that's
the
what
way,
he
the
looks
stream's
like.
sponsored by Gecko. 15 minutes, save you 15%. In case you're watching, Geico, I got you.
I'm pretty sure they are. Who wouldn't be?
Okay, so you guys have settled down with your food and drinks and stuff, and what would you like to do?
Well,
Well, yeah.
first of all, we're planning to stay here for a few days anyway. We got to rest up, gear up, and talk. We got a lot of places to go see. So let's get about 3 days worth of lodging bought up.
Okay,
And then let's start exploring the city
that'll be 5 gold each per night.
per night. Okay.
15 gold.
Does that come with breakfast?
15 gold.
It's kind of like a continental breakfast. We've got some rolls and stuff like that.
Ooh, got some honey or something to go in them rolls?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
my brother likes sweet balls.
Balls of dough.
Go to sleep.
Okay, it's morning. We're still early in the morning. We've eaten our breakfast and drank a good amount of ale. Let's go start exploring the city. I'd like to
Nice
see
way to
this
start the day.
place. We've got time. We need
Yeah, we
we
gotta
need
go see the
information, but
jeweler
let's just
and-
walk around and we'll run into these places. We're looking for a
We-
jeweler. We're looking for a mages guild or something like that. Let's go out hoofing
Yeah, I
it.
wonder if Yadrsil should go back to the boat
For what? To
Oh.
just stay there?
to keep an eye on it and see if a dwarf comes.
Rudin's like, well, since I'm feeling a little bit kind of not here today, I think I might just go back to the boat and watch it.
Okay. All right,
That'll work.
Rodan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tell
did a
us
great
if you
job.
see anything strange.
All right.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not sure what the range on these earrings are, but if you guys are still in range, I'm hoping you guys will hear me.
Oh, did we ever
Yeah.
give Balazar one?
I want some earrings.
I don't believe you guys gave him an earring. No.
Well, that's probably for the
We
best.
have
I know.
one extra. I thought.
I thought we had
Uh,
like 6 extra.
Actually, I've got an extra one myself. I've got 2, so I can give him one.
Yeah, this is so we can communicate long distance.
So what's it called?
It's
An
called a
earring of
com
whisper.
ring.
Com
Oh,
ring.
okay. I call it a com ring. Communication ring.
Yeah,
What's
but
it called?
it's an earring of whisper.
Oh,
Here-
I,
okay.
Or
now
a
I've
calm
got
ring.
oh, I'm going to have to put in a new name. But anyway, I'm down to one of them.
I have one.
Yes. Earring of Whisper. If you can,
You
can put all of that in there.
I took mine out when I turned
Comrade.
into a lizard.
Okay, so you guys are just heading, just kind of wandering around, just exploring the place, or
Yeah, we're wandering the streets, kind of looking for a jeweler, just checking the place out because it is a big, magnificent city.
okay.
It
Um,
is.
You do happen to? Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you guys are wandering the streets, just there's like food carts and there's like, it's a big bustling city. There's all sorts of places, and you do happen to see a sign that like in the shape of a jewel that said, let's look at the name here, Mine Thane's Jewels.
Sounds like
Mine-
the place. Mine thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go in there. I've got several things I want to talk to the jeweler about that I want to try and sell. My
Mine-
funds are dropping.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mine
that knife
thing.
you have is going to be pretty good, I think.
Mine thing.
Mine
Mine,
Thane.
Mine.
M-I-N-E-T-H-A-N-E.
Can hear you. Oh, my pens are dead. Pushing through the edge. Oh, my pens are dead.
You know, when they run out, you can toss them out because
Yeah, but then you won't have a
Hey.
pen next time you need it.
I know that
Good day, sir. How are you today?
Oh, he's answering his dog.
He's got dogs.
Don't need to
There's a
bark.
dog behind the counter just barking at you. So,
Yeah, you upset the dog,
He
right?
needs to go outside.
so there's a dwarf behind the counter. He's kind of a young-looking dwarf. His beard is very short. And he's like, well, hello, sir. How are you today?
Must be the owner's
Good,
son.
thank you. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing very well.
Excellent.
Uh,
Man.
welcome to my father's shop.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Sound like rolling?
Why are you persuading?
I don't know yet.
Pre-rolls.
Making sure I'm
You
not
are
doing
very, very persuasive about absolutely nothing. Congratulations. So,
Me and
He's
my
like-
friends have been out adventuring for some time now, and we've gathered a few things. And I wasn't sure if you were interested in doing some bartering here. I have several things I would like to unload if you think you could use them.
Let's see what you have.
Well, I've got several things. I've got some gold rings. I've got 3 gold rings. I've got a gold necklace. I've got a bag of jewels, but above all, I've got a jeweled dagger. And here, take a look at this jeweled dagger, and I'll put these other things, the bag of jewels and the rings and the necklace, and tell me what you think they're worth.
So he takes
To
the
you.
bag. Okay, so first, you lay all this stuff on the counter in front of him, and he actually, you see like a little glint in his eye that he's very excited. Jewels are this guy's life.
Yes.
And he takes the dagger and he picks it up and holds it up. He takes like a little jeweler's monocle thing, and and he starts to look at the quality of all the gems on the dagger, and he's like, it's a very nice piece you've got here. I'd say drow make, maybe?
Really?
And he's like, surprised you want to get rid of this. Does
I'm
1,000 gold sound fair to you?
That sounds. See, I'm looking to upgrade my armor, so
Hey.
I'm ready to let my jewels go to get my armor. And
That's the dagger, not the jewels.
Hold
But
on.
Yes.
You don't have any magic property?
Pardon?
What's that?
checked it, and magic
Okay.
property.
Yeah, it was checked by another mage, and there was no magic.
Okay.
But he's like, well, yeah. The reason he actually turns the dagger around and shows you the different kind of jewels that are encrusting it. He's like, you see these diamonds, these jewels that are on the outside here? Those are rare drow diamonds. Those are pretty valuable. I mean, and in fact,
Yeah.
I'll probably just harvest all the jewels out of this thing.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Well,
Okay,
yes,
Buck,
sir.
sounds good.
I will take the 1,000, and if you can use any of these others, I'd like that. That'll get me enough to get me a new set of armor, hopefully.
Okay, so he looks at the bag of jewels and he's like, these are more common. Give
Yeah.
you 150 gold for the bag of jewels.
Okay. And the rings?
The rings, just plain gold, pretty common down here.
Yeah.
I'll give you 12 gold each.
Okay, and there's 3 of them, so that's 36 gold. And then
And-
last, the gold necklace.
12 gold for that as well.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
you made
Did
some
you
good coin.
did you sell the gold
Worse.
jeweled dagger?
Yeah.
Yes.
How much?
I got 1,000 for that.
Dang.
Yeah.
I was letting out those the
Oh, the
tack
guard
dogs. Yeah.
Guard dogs got it.
Yeah, they
So-
looked like they had to go, so I let the jeweler out, and he tipped me actually 25 gold.
Alright, so that's
Oh, I think he tipped me 120.
It's crazy.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, everyone gets 1,000 gold.
Okay, while he's gone, we're gonna rob the place.
All right, so as I go to the restroom, everyone suddenly gets an urge to murder Balazar. So, I'll be right back.
Lightning strikes back.
Is it storming in here? Can I call thunder on somebody?
I already called thunder.
okay. I did that.
We have to roll initiative, see who attacks first.
Gotcha.
Why are you going to be doing thunder?
Because I'm bringing the lightning.
Are you resistant to thunder?
I'm resistant to lightning.
Yeah, but what about the sound of thunder? Does it hurt your ears?
No.
So you get half damage on lightning?
And cold.
Well, now I know what
Okay,
to
I'm back.
attack you with.
Okay, so
Well, now
the jeweler says, does anybody else have anything they'd be interested in getting rid of?
I do.
don't believe-
Or anything you're willing to purchase?
I have a bag of gems. It just says bag of gems.
Okay, and he looks at it and says, give you 150 for the bag.
Sounds like a deal.
So, what you got to offer?
He's like all sorts of different kinds of jewels and things, and a few of them have small enchantments on them and stuff.
Kind of
Yeah, what
enchantment.
I've got a nice ring of protection here. So he pulls out like a little gold ring with some jewels around the outside. He's like, this would make you a little bit harder to hit.
And how much is that?
That up.
Are we mathing? Is that what's going on?
He's looking. Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, so he's like, the ring would be 3,500.
Oh,
Yeah,
I believe that's a little out of my price range right
That's a
now.
hard pass.
yes.
But we
He's
might
like-
be back.
He's like, trust me, if you're 3,500 is a small price to pay for your life.
Well, I would agree, but it's more than I've got enough to finally get my armor, but I'm gonna have to pass on the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come back after we kill the dragon.
Somehow, my armor class is 18 now, and I don't know why.
It got
was-
pushed up because of that protection I put around you, but that would have been gone by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't. I don't. Did I type in there? Maybe I did. Yeah, I should be 16, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good,
Hacker.
basically.
All right,
Oh man, I'm up at 24 now. So.
Okay. Anybody else got any jewels or anything they wanna? We can't buy this, so I want to go on and
And-
find me an armor shop.
And he also pulls out another necklace, and he's like,
Oh.
maybe one of you'd be interested in this. And you notice that it's a simple silver chain, but on it are 3 fiery beads that appear like the beads on the inside are like swirling with flame on the inside. Said this is a necklace of fireballs. He's like,
Balazar,
Hey,
don't get an idea.
he's like,
Don't try to eat it.
like each one of these beads, if you take it off of the necklace and throw it, it's a fireball spell. They're only one use per bead, but
Right.
it's 960 gold.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Yeah, I gotta pass on that too.
I don't know, man. That's a lot of damage.
It is, but
Sorry, guys. Rover had to use their outhouse.
I couldn't afford my plate after that. So.
How much is it?
960 gold.
What if I don't have that?
Do you take credit?
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
I use my Visa card?
He's like, I've learned in the past. My dad, my father just recently gave me this business, and he said, never ever take credit. And I'm gonna have to go with him on this one.
I would agree with that one.
Well, I
Neither
put
a lender nor borrower be.
I put my black premium Amex card back. I guess you don't understand what kind of baller I. Of course, I'm a lizard, so I'm not talking to anybody.
That's right.
And he's like, I'd be willing to sell you one of the beads for 250 gold. Actually, no, that'd be about 350 gold. Excuse me.
I was like, then I'm gonna buy all the beads individually. Get the discount. I don't need the chain.
That's right.
So, as a lizard on Rogar's shoulder, did I see where he put the necklace back?
He had it in like a little chest that he put underneath the counter.
Hey, lizard man, I know what you're thinking,
know
and
he's
I
gonna
won't
try
let
to
you
steal
do
that.
that. I won't let you do that.
Now,
Uh,
are these beads like big enough for me to put in my lizard mouth?
I would say that. What kind of lizard are you? Like an
yeah,
iguana?
Brazil,
I am just
I'm
a
not-
regular-
I'm watching.
You can watch all you want.
And I'm not gonna let you do that.
I
I'm
would
just
say
a
that
regular
it would be
lizard.
It would be very hard for you to fit one of these. There's no way you could fit one of these beads in your mouth. It's
Okay.
Like, the bead is probably the size of like a gumball.
And if you fit it in there, I'd smack you on the back of the head and you'd spit it out and probably shoot the guy behind the desk
With the fireball.
with a fireball. And then that would get us arrested, and we would spend the rest of our time.
You don't
And
arrest
then the rest of
lizards.
the
You guys
D&D
would get
were in
arrested.
jail.
We have to figure out how to get out. Okay, I'm not gonna steal it.
Yeah, and like a life sentence for an elf would suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
in here
but
for another
whose
700
life
years.
Whose life sentence are we going by? Because it could be 8 years. He's like, okay,
I mean,
I'll take a nap.
well, I mean, if it's a life sentence, it's for your life. I mean,
No. Life sentence is 35 years.
no, that's
Oh,
that's in human world. This is D&D world.
They're a little more
This is not
hardcore
the
there.
United States. This is not the United States of America.
Yeah, there's no parole after.
No.
If somebody says I'm throwing you in the dungeon for life, you ain't getting out.
Joke's on them. I'm a druid.
All right, so you guys are done here, or you guys want to do it?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
done here. I want to find me an armor shop. Come on, guys. I'm all anxious. I got gold to burn here.
I thought we were talking to an armor.
Someone
No, this is
No,
a
we're
jeweler.
talking to a jeweler.
Yeah.
I need to go find an armory.
Why don't you ask this guy?
Oh, yeah. Hey. Where's the closest armory shop?
Oh, just right down the street over here, a few blocks down. Nice guy.
Yeah.
It's called Night Chest Forge.
All right.
Do you just have a
Right.
random name generator that you mash and spits names
I have
out?
no idea what you're talking about. This is all my creative.
That's right. My chest forge. Let's
is
move
his
on,
name?
guys. I want to go spend some of this gold I got.
God, someone take him to get some armor.
Thank you. I appreciate that,
Night
Balazar.
Watch Forge.
Yep.
I've been wearing this.
Night Chest Forge.
I've been wearing this mail for a long time. I want to step up.
You should pass that mail down to somebody.
I'll probably see if I can sell it.
Oh, that works too.
Yeah, so you guys head down to the Night Chest Forge, and it's not hard to find. The place is like this guy's actually out in front, and there's like a small group of people watching him do his work, and it's actually he kind of does his forging as a show. He's got he's got two hammers, and he's hammering with each hammer with each one, while he's got this little vice grip that he's holding the piece of molten metal in place, and he's like flipping the hammers in the air and kind of juggling them and stuff while he's like seamlessly going back down and hammering the metal flat. It's actually really, really impressive.
Yeah, but what's the quality of his actual armor?
Oh,
It's just a show.
I bet it's the best you can buy. But I'm going to watch him for a little while. I'm not going to interrupt him.
Yeah. So you guys joined the small group of people that are watching this guy, and he's a real showman. He's actually kind of short, even short for a dwarf, but he's very young. His beard is not very long, which is kind of an indication of how long a dwarf's been around. But he's definitely charismatic, and he's enjoying himself, and he's hamming it up for the crowd. And as he finishes, he takes the piece of metal that he was working on, and he plunges it into some water, and he pulls it out, and it's a very, very nice looking longsword that he just, without even having to sharpen or anything, looks like it could cut through and work, no problem. And without even sharpening it or anything, just from hammering, he pulls it out of the water and holds it up, and everybody just applauses.
Yeah,
It's
Nice
a very,
job.
it's a very impressive feat.
I'm impressed. I give him kudos.
Yeah.
Say, man, a man that can make a sword like that, I would really be interested in seeing some of your plate armor.
Oh, plate armor, you say? And he's like, And he kind of sizes you up. He takes out a measuring tape and starts to measure you up because he's like, I think I've got something that can fit you pretty well.
Yeah.
Not gonna come cheap though.
Okay, how much do you want for this plate? I can see it'd be worth it coming from you. I saw your swords.
Hmm. I can't take anything less than 1,500.
Sir, I would consider that a deal coming from you.
All right. So,
Well, there went your gold.
Yeah.
There, I know it. I knew. I've been saving.
You gotta make money to spend money.
That's right. But now I'm back to as broke as
Gotta
I've been.
make money to spend.
See, that's
Okay.
that's that high level druid thinking.
and so,
Wait, before he starts, before he even goes further, before he pays, I take out, unsheath Bahamut's tooth, and I ask him, I said, this sword is my father's sword, and it supposedly grows in power along with me. And I'm wondering if there's anything else you notice about it, or if you could identify it in any way.
he's like, well, I don't really know much about magic, but I can say it's a finely crafted blade. These serrated edges on the side, that must have taken hours. And he picks it up, and as he picks it up, it goes from the silver that you have to like kind of like a cool blue. And he's like, "Whoa, what was that?"
This sword changes colors of whoever's holding it.
He's like, I never thought of myself as a blue guy, but okay. And he turns it over in his hand while he's looking at the edge. He's like, "Well, I can tell you is this sword would be worth a lot of money if you wanted to sell it."
Don't want to sell it. It ain't gonna get sold.
All right. And he's like, "Well, I'd probably have somebody at the Mages Guild take a look at it."
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We're heading there a little bit later, but first I want to get my plate.
Yeah. So he's like, "Okay, so he's like, have you ever put on plate armor before?"
No.
He's like, "Okay, well, let me show you how to do it first." And so he's like, "You come into the shop here." And so, he takes you into the shop and he shows you how to put on the plate armor. He puts it on you for the first time because, it's a lot of like parts you have to secure and tie. And it takes a while to put on and take off.
Uh-huh.
That's why they have those squires.
And
But
so,
yeah, you gotta ask them about the chainmail too.
Yeah. Now, as they showed me how to put this on, I take off my chainmail and I said, "Is this chainmail work? Can I sell this back to you? Help defray my costs a bit?"
he's like, "Well, I normally only sell the stuff that I craft here, but let me take a look at it." And he's like, "I guess I could melt it down for scrap and use it. Let me see here. Much can
That's
I
better than nothing.
Sure.
back to the price list?"
That's coming right out of your mind.
Yeah. He's like, I'll give you 20 gold for it."
Oh, I was hoping for a little more than that, but okay,
That's
I'll
good.
take it.
Crap. Yeah.
It was your newbie armor that you came with.
I know it, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't good stuff.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad chainmail. It's just I can't really sell stuff that's not."
Yeah.
You
I
see,
understand.
and he actually points at like a little part on the collarbone of your armor there, and it's got his mark. It's like basically like a raven that has a hammer in its beak.
Oh,
And
cool.
he's like, "I like to have my own little branding on everything I sell. Hope you don't mind."
Nope, I don't. Now, I take it this is just straight plate armor. There's plate armor +1, +2, +3, but this is just plate armor, right?
It's just straight plate.
Yep. Okay.
And so that does raise your armor class, right?
I think that puts him up to 20, if I'm not mistaken.
With a shield,
Just a minute.
it should go up by 2, I think.
I gotta do this better. I gotta Just a minute. Let me.
Oh, so he'd be at 21 because he's at 19 with the shield.
Oh, it says multiple. Warning, multiple sets of armor or shields have been added, and an AC is not correctly calculated unequipped armor pieces from the item details. Now,
Yeah,
I
so you-
thought I got rid of, there, I don't have the chainmail out of there. That's what I
Yeah,
did.
you gotta delete your chainmail or unequip
Yeah.
it.
Right. Because I can still have the shield, and it said, but it was the chainmail that was still in there. I didn't get rid of that yet. Okay. And then my armor class is now 20. This is good. Oh, and it weighs too. Another 10 pounds.
All right,
Okay.
so you have your armor. He's like, does friends outside want anything?
Nope. I
I'm
don't.
good to go.
Do you have any imbued or enchanted chainmail?
Unfortunately, no. I've got some very nice pieces of chainmail, but nothing imbued with magic.
Okay. So I'm good.
Okay, so you guys head back out into the road. Where else? Where do you want to go now?
Well, let's go find that mages that they were talking about.
All right.
Yeah.
So, did you ask anybody where it was, or are you just gonna wander around and try to find it?
Yeah, we need to.
We need
ask
to
the guy.
ask.
Yeah, that's the guy. Oh, by the way,
It's like, oh, the Mages Guild. Yeah, you can't miss it. The big marble tower. That's
oh,
it.
oh, okay,
Oh, cool.
all right.
Yeah, let's head for that.
Okay, so you guys start heading through the streets and go towards the big marble tower. And as you get up to it, like the enormity of it kind of sets in because this is huge building and it kind of reiterates how large this place is that you are because it doesn't even come close to coming to the inside at the top of the mountain. Like the
Huh.
mountain itself is just mind-bogglingly high above you, and this tower doesn't even come close to reaching the top. And so you guys go to the where the doors are of the tower, and there are two of the town guards guarding its doors.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Because we've been rolling around all morning.
Yeah.
We'd like to talk to some of the mages. Would that be all right?
He's like, "What business do you have?"
Well, we were
Okay,
we were sent here from we started at Rust, and they
Chest.
told us to come down here that we needed to talk to them about locating a temple that seems to be that they know about.
He's like, "All right, if you can step into the lobby here, you can apply for an audience with the mages." Hold on,
Okay.
just,
Thank you.
and he opens the door and he says, "You can come into the lobby, but I have to warn you, if you go anywhere else, we'll have to apprehend you."
All right. I will wait.
Okay, so is it just you going in, or is everybody?
I want to go in.
At least Rogar needs to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we
I
all
think-
might as.
I think
I'm going in too.
Balazar needs to come in. He's a sorcerer.
Yep, I'm going in.
All right, so you guys go in, and the lobby itself, you see a large set of stairs going up to another building, another floor of the building. It's kind of roped off with like a velvet rope on two like stone pillar stands. The floors here are all of the same piece of marble, and the ceiling is all of the same piece of marble. It looks like this entire building was just completely carved from a solid, huge pillar of marble.
Huh.
There are fine carpets on the floors. You see like paintings on the walls of like these large battle scenes with these dwarven mages up on mountains shooting lightning from their hands towards these drow that were seems to be attacking the mages themselves, but the mages are holding them off with the in the painting. Very well done art. It's like some of the best actual depictions of historical scenes that you've seen. And in the center of the room is a very small desk for this large room, and a dwarf is in mage's robes. He's actually beardless. This is the first beardless dwarf you've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. And he's got spectacles. He doesn't look very old, but he looks older than the blacksmith you just saw, but not by much. But he is writing in a large tome and copying stuff out of a couple of different scrolls that you see in front of him, with a quilled ink pen.
So I immediately I don't unsheath Bahamut's tooth, but I take the sword and the sheath and remove it from my belt of returning, and I lay it before him, and I say, "Good sir, I need you to examine a family heirloom of mine."
He looks up at you and he's like, "Well, we do identifications. I'm going to need a 1 gold for the identification cost."
All right, done.
Okay. So, and he actually takes like a small scroll, like this kind of rolled up in his pouch on his belt, and pulls it out and opens it up, and it looks like he's reading what's on the scroll, and you see like little runes starting to light up on the scroll as he's reading it, and then the scroll bursts into flames, and his eyes glow white, as you've seen other people who cast magic cast the identify spell, and he starts to he puts his hand on the blade and he moves it up there, and he's like, "Well, this is a very fine blade. It appears that this is," and it kind of takes him a second for him to find his words, because he starts to get a little bit excited. He's like, "This looks like it may be one of the weapons of one of the grand heroes of old. This is probably thousands of years old. Where did you find this?"
My father left it to me before we got separated. It was been in my family for generations, and we call it Bahamut's tooth.
Then that was probably the name that was given to it back when it was created. I would say this weapon was used in the wars of thousands and thousands of years ago. It's amazing that something like this is not fallen to the wayside throughout the ages. He's like, "Well, it definitely grants the user greater chance to strike its enemy and does more damage as it hits it, but it seems like this is one of those kinds of weapons that evolve with its user."
Yeah, I've been told that before, but I'm wondering when can I know? Like what will happen when the sword actually evolves?
I'm not exactly sure what the effects will be. This spell doesn't tell me that, but what it does tell me is that you could.
And he attacked him.
Oh my god!
No, it's still in the sheath.
Wrong button.
But he's like, "There's a good chance that you'll know when it happens." A lot of weapons of this ilk have been known to actually change appearance in a way whenever they grow in power. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing grow, maybe, or
You get 2 blades.
The physical properties might change whenever it evolves with you. How long have you had the blade?
Only a short while.
He's like, I would be patient. I believe that this thing, I can feel the energy coming out of this thing. It's not far from evolving to its next form, I can tell.
Oh man. Okay.
Cool.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Good sir. Could we are on a quest for the king, and we are actually looking for a temple. This is not your ordinary temple. This is this will probably have evil in it. Do you have any temples around here that fit that description? Ones that you possibly don't go to anymore?
And he gives you this kind of long look, and he's like, I believe you're going to have to talk to our headmaster.
See, that's what I thought. That guy went upstairs to get so we can do an audience. This guy's
And-
just
Yeah, this guy's kind of like the desk clerk. He's like, and the one of the guards has gone upstairs, and he's like, so he's going to get the headmaster for you?
he was going to set up an audience.
Okay. Well, if you guys would just sit tight for a little while, I'm sure he'll be back down in a moment. So, after probably say about 10 minutes, the dwarven guard comes back down the stairs, and he's like, if you all will follow me, please. So,
All right.
so you all follow him, and you guys go up this long stairway, and you notice like there are doors like that lead into other areas of there, but they're all closed to you. You can't see through them. And you guys go up and up and up and up, floor after floor after floor. You guys are starting to get a little bit winded by the time you guys get to the top. Get to the room where the guard stops, and he's like, the headmaster is very old, so he doesn't hear very well. So you just be sure to speak up, okay?
All right.
And so he opens the door, and in a room that's like, it would be a very nice office, but it's just covered with like hoarder amounts of books and scrolls and paper and artifacts and all sorts of stuff. Just everywhere you can see, there is just covered with stuff. And sitting at the a large, like, kind of like a semicircle desk with like a very finely built, almost throne-like chair, is a very old dwarf. He's old. He's very skinny. He's got long, spindly fingers. It kind of reminds you of like a dwarf version of like a Dumbledore or something like that, except older. And he's got these nice, very bright blue robes on, and he's like, come in, please. And he snaps his finger, and 6 chairs just kind of rise up out of the floor. He's like, please take a seat.
Cool.
Yeah,
Hey, mine's a little tall.
but I'd be a little nervous.
Why was there
And,
6 chairs?
He's like,
One went for Rodan
he
and
says,
the boat.
he says, yeah, it should be 5. He's like,
Why is there 5 chairs?
yeah, he's like, and you can tell your elven friend there to turn back to himself if you'd like.
Oh.
No!
Dang. No.
I flicker my little
Yes.
tongue out to see if I can smell them. And then I turn into a back in. I guess I get off Rogar before I turn back into.
I can handle it.
Actually,
Okay.
yes, I turn back into myself, and then I front flip off of Rogar into the chair.
All right.
And he's like, and the old man goes, hoo, that's very. It's like, it's been a while since I've seen druidic magic. I've always loved it. It's so entertaining.
Okay. We're dealing with an elf
A
or a
wise-
dwarf that knows his
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
A wise
he's
mage.
pretty powerful.
Wise mage, yes.
I don't think I want to
Don't
get on his
insult
bad
Get
side.
on his bad side.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I mean, if you want to stay as a newt,
No, I'd rather not live the rest of my life here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, what can I do for you fine gentlemen today?
Hit it, Rick.
Oh well, I thought yes, please.
Well, you've been
come
doing
on.
most of the talking about.
Yeah, well, we're on a
And
quest
yours
for the king, and we've come a long distance
Oh,
looking.
excuse me, the king for the hammer.
No, this is for the king of
Alendring.
Yes.
Ah,
the human king.
yes. So, yeah, we've met before. He's quite the entertaining guy. He actually used to take a few magic lessons from me back in the day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Ah,
Not the smartest in the world, but nice guy.
yes. Well, that's why he sent us here. We're looking for a temple, but this is not an ordinary temple. This isn't a temple that would probably be frequented by people like you. This is going to be a temple of cultists that are more.
It would be frequented by me, and it's full of cultists.
No, it wouldn't be frequented by you.
Yeah, he
Okay.
doesn't hear good. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You might want to speak
Let
up.
me get up near your ear.
Whoa.
This is
Don't
going
let
to
him touch
be a
you.
bad one.
You want to get up near my rear? What?
Yes, he does.
Just a touch.
Let me put my hand on your shoulder and
Whoa.
He's like, hold on one second. And he's like, you sit back down. And he opens up a drawer in his desk and pulls out like an ear horn and puts it in and says, okay, continue, please.
okay, good. We need to find this temple, that a crimson temple, a temple of cultists that we have been told is somewhere in the Undermountains. Do you know of one?
So, as you're saying this, his demeanor goes from very happy and jovial to stone cold serious.
Ooh.
And he's like, such things are best not to be talked about.
Don't forget, guys, she's watching.
Yeah, that's our mission from the king, is to clear out the cultists.
Well, even if I wanted to give you information about this, these matters are under law of the Hammer, not to be shared with anyone. The only way you could ever get that sort of information would be from a decree from the king himself, for the Hammer himself, and it's kind of hard to get an audience with him.
Alright. We're gonna do it.
He's like,
I got faith he'll want to see us.
well, if you want to get on the long waiting list, maybe you could see him this year. There's one other way that you could earn an audience with him, and that would be pretty soon.
Ray,
You know,
take
it's
off your
what-
plate mail.
What would that be? No,
Is that-
no.
Well, winners in the arena are automatically granted an audience with the Hammer himself. He always likes to meet. He likes to meet strong warriors, and anyone who wins in the arena always gets the chance to speak with them one on one.
Okay.
Rogar.
Head to
Oh,
the
it-
arena.
Yeah, well, it would be like squad-based combat. Usually,
Yes, yeah, I
squad.
think it's all of us, like it was. Yeah.
It,
we all have to be.
it's usually teams of like 5 or 6.
Is it battle to the death?
You would be battling creatures to the death. Yes. There are clerics on hand to try to make sure that none of the combatants die, but you would be killing the creatures you're fighting.
Glad I got my plate.
Make sure
Easy
you sharpen
peasy.
that
And he's
dagger.
like,
Where do we
so
sign up?
You all have never been to the arena here?
Negative.
No.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat if you like to fight things.
Yep.
Basically, it's always random whatever you fight in the tournament, or in the arena. There's some sort of deck of cards that they've got that helps determine what type of things that you fight.
That will work.
Okay.
I
Alright.
I hope we get a bunny rabbit.
Alright,
He's
let's
like,
go.
the only bunny rabbit that would be in that deck would probably be 20 feet tall and breathes fire.
Oh god.
Let's go.
Yep. I'm ready.
How do you sign
That's
up
how
for
we gotta
this?
do this.
And he's like, well, I know that there's some sort of entry fee, and you know, you can't miss the Grand Arena. And he actually like summons you to a window and points, and it's as big around as impressively big around as the tower is tall. It's an impressive structure. It's like the Roman Colosseum kind of deal. And
Okay.
it's got like, you know, large pillars, and you see like the crest of the hammer emblazoned on the front. And he's like, the hammer himself comes to watch every event. It's one of his favorite pastimes.
Cool. Yep.
There's an
Let's go.
entry fee. Is there
This is the
a
Coliseum.
reward?
Yes. First of all, you get to have a one-on-one audience with the hammer, which is an honor in itself. And also, there's usually a monetary reward involved. I'm not sure exactly how much. I've never been.
Okay.
I use my abilities for fighting every once in a while, but I've never done it for sport.
Gotcha.
Do you have an elevator for us to get down quickly? Because this was
And
a
he's
lot
like-
of stairs.
It's called the window.
And he snaps his fingers again, and a stone pillar rises up in the middle of his office with enough room to fit all of you. And he's like, "Step inside, and you'll be down to the first floor."
Nice.
Whoa.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like,
Do you have one of these to go to the Coliseum?
he's like, my teleportation magic is not quite that good.
Well, you know, this old guy wasn't climbing all these steps. He clearly had a way up here.
Right.
Exactly. And he's like, my sleeping quarters are a few floors down, so yeah, I'm not gonna walk.
By the way, being such a powerful wizard as you are, could you make a map of the city?
It's like
Approximately by Wednesday of next week.
He says, "I'll see what I can do."
He's
That's a
not
pretty big
that
thing.
powerful.
Okay. Now, so we get back down to the first floor. I whisper to the other guys, let's contact Rodan and see if he's seen anything yet.
All right.
If anything's come up before we head to the arena. Because
Alright.
we'll
Okay.
be busy for a while there, and it'd be nice to know if the boat's still safe.
All right, so you guys whisper to Rodan, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just waking up from a nap." He's like, "Nothing's happened here so far."
Okay. Stay
He's like,
awake,
so he's like-
Rodan.
So he's like, "What are you guys up to?"
We're getting ready to gain an audience with the hammer.
But to do that, we've got to go into arena and fight.
Okay, interesting.
Are
Are
we
you guys
going to
gonna
need
my-
Rodan with us? Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
we're
Are you
going to
guys-
need Rodan.
All right. Yeah,
And
meet
as-
us at the arena.
Okay, so as you guys are getting off the elevator on the bottom floor, the guard looks really confused to see more of you come out than went in.
That's right.
But he doesn't think too much of it because being a guard at like the Mages Guild here, he sees a lot of strange crap
Yeah,
go on. So he's just
right.
like, whatever.
Well, guys, I had myself duct taped. Apparently, I've been talking this whole time.
You were very quiet.
Yeah, we cast silence. We didn't want you talking.
So what were you saying?
Yes.
I don't even. I was talking along the whole time, and no one was responding. And
You're like, man, that joke just didn't
He
land. It
didn't
was a
know I
good
cast
one.
Silence.
man,
Well, I'm sorry. But yeah, so you guys go out into the lobby, and Rodin's like, "Do you guys want me to come with you guys?"
Yes.
Yep, come join us.
Okay.
Yes, this is going to be a battle, and we need
Of course,
all
now
hands
the
on
boat's
deck.
Guarded, but
Yeah, well,
that doesn't matter.
it's
Okay.
a busy wharf. It's going to
I
be
got
hard to
excited.
do too much.
I got excited at the sound of arena.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go mess some stuff up.
No, there you go. See that? You
Okay.
Dragonborns, you just, you can't be away from battle too long before you start
Oh,
getting antsy.
I get antsy and the bantsy.
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay, so the the arena is a very impressive structure. You guys make your way to it, and it's several stories high, and you guys kind of it's imposing. Like you get the feeling from this place that a lot of combats here has taken place here, and it's almost like walking through the hallowed halls of some sort of like holy place almost. And you guys just head in through the front doors. It's an open building; anyone can go in and out as much as they want. And you see that there's a like in the entryway, there's a door that says "Office" in Dwarvish above it.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Let's go in. We got to register.
Yep. And pay a fee.
Yep.
All right, so you see, and you open up the door to the office and go in. There's a guy sitting behind a desk. He's actually kind of like snoozing. He's like leaning on one arm and just kind of like taking a nap.
Excuse us, sir.
We're
We're here to fight.
Well, you have to wait until the actual show's going, but welcome. You see, you guys are wanting to sign up for the next event.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. How many do you have?
We have 6, right?
Yep.
Okay, squad of 6. And are you going to be going for? Yeah, it'd be a 3 pull for 6. Yeah, so you're going to have to pull 3 cards, and the entry fee is 300 gold.
Oh, mackerel.
Rodan.
Being that I just bought plate, I don't have a lot of money left.
I can do 300, but I don't have much left either.
Or we could do 50 each.
Okay.
Oh,
that
is
we
it the
can
whole
do.
thing 300?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was 300 apiece.
All right.
50 each.
I throw in my 50 guild.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'll
yeah,
throw in my 50.
So 50.
All right, and I'll go ahead and throw in Rodan's 50
Alright.
as well.
That makes that. 4,
I
8,
hope the reward is a little bit more than 50 each.
Oh yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, the reward, yeah, it's 3,000 gold.
Mm,
That sounds good to me.
yes. That would get us.
It's 500
Yeah.
each.
Yes.
I'll do the math. I'll math it up.
All right.
Remember, I'm
Right
the smart
on.
one here. Smart one.
And
Was that an intelligence
it.
check? Was it?
I mathed
intelligent
it.
saving throw.
I mathed it.
The
Yeah,
math
so-
hurt so bad he actually got some brain damage.
Great freeze. Okay. So he's like, so the next event will be in 2 days. Would you like to pull your cards now so you'll be prepared for the event, or would you like to pull right before?
We should probably pull now. It'd be better to
Yeah.
know what we're going against.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That gives us 2 days to plan a strategy.
All right. Who wants to
Alright.
pull a card?
So
Oh snap! There's a deck.
Oh, we don't get to actually. Oh, okay.
So, you guys, you guys have control over the deck. Can you guys do anything to it? Does it say?
It looks like I could draw.
Okay, so I'm going to deal 3 cards. It looks like.
I could draw a card.
So I'm going to. Okay, you're going to draw a card. All right. So
Well, it says I can. I'm gonna draw
Yeah, I
a
can
card.
too.
okay, so 3 of you, you guys decide who wants to draw a card each.
All right, I'm doing it.
All right, go for it.
I did draw a card, but nothing happened.
Okay.
I don't see where you're seeing this. I
Yeah.
don't
Ran
see
out
a
of
draw.
cards in the deck.
All right, I drew one. Nothing happened.
Said ran out of cards in the deck.
What?
Oh,
Hold on. Let me show
oh, you got it. Wait a second. Okay, I'm dealing 1 card. Let's see if that works. Yeah.
Oh shit! what
I
the hell
click
did you
on the
draw?
draw word, and then
Yeah, I did that, but it said it was out. Oh shit!
drew-
Oh, we all got cards.
Okay, so
How do we see it? What would you-
can you click on the card above your name?
Yep, I can.
All right. Can you see
I've
what it
got
is?
some. Yeah, it's ugly.
All right. So I would say Balasar, you said first, and then I would say probably Jack, your card didn't count because I think you were the last one to draw. Or
Oh,
actually,
okay.
Rogar was the last one to draw. So Yggdrasil, Jack, and Balasar. What cards did you get?
Doesn't give me a name.
All right,
Yeah.
what is does it say show or anything like that if you click on the card?
It allows me to. It shows a picture.
Yeah, if,
Right.
if
I
you
got
click
the
on the
picture.
picture, it gets big, but I don't have like a show or anything.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
This
hold on.
this guy's got a beak
Oh.
with
Ask me if I want to steal it. I'm not trying to steal it.
this
He's
kind
trying
of
to
a
steal the
purple
card.
guy
Okay,
with a
let it
beak.
go. He's taking the cards back.
I just took it so I could look at it. Okay, so that is a Umber Hulk
Oh, that
that
sounds
Balasar
like
drew.
Nice.
I
There's
think
a lot
I
of fun.
drew a Earth Elemental. I think.
I don't know what the fuck I drew.
All right, so I'm going to steal it from you.
All right.
And yeah, that is an Earth Elemental. And Jack,
Let it go. Yeah.
and that is a Hook Horror.
Hook
So-
horror.
Oh,
Yes, you guys
I'm not
have.
seeing it. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I'm not either. But
Yeah, I only saw mine.
yeah,
Wraith wants to steal this card from your hand. What?
Wraith is stealing.
No, Wraith
Oath
doesn't
breaker.
steal.
Oath breaker.
No,
Damn
no,
yard.
no,
Everybody
no.
wants to steal my card.
It
What?
is-
I didn't know where you guys were clicking this thing, and I saw this thing, so I clicked it.
All right, yeah.
Uh, Now I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are going to be
Why do you do the
fighting.
Same thing that I drew.
Yeah, you guys are going to be fighting a. Let me get back to that screen.
Hook horror.
A Hook Horror,
An
an
Umber
Earth
Hulk.
Elemental, and an Umber Hulk.
Easy peasy. I don't know what any
No
of them
problem.
are.
That.
Yeah.
I got that. I got a spell for each. Good. Dead.
All right. So, he's like, the event will be in 2 days. You guys have, you can prepare with anything you like. I would say that the only thing that is not allowed is flight. That's the only spell that, only sort of magic you will not be able to cast. It's forbidden.
No flight.
All right.
Okay.
None of us do that anyway yet, right?
And we ask that any of your attacks try to be contained within the arena itself, and not
Are
to
you serious?
attack any of the spectators. That would be bad for business.
How big's the
Yes.
arena?
Real
He's like, well, go take a step out there for yourself, and you can take a look.
Oh.
It looks big.
I think I got enough room. I should have heard anyone.
Are you guys looking at something? Oh, there we go.
Ah. Why is there a moat in the middle? That's just terrible design.
Woo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dead. You
On the
dr-
pillars.
the arena.
All right.
Yeah.
So is that water there? Is that a moat?
It is water, and it's actually like, it's almost like a rushing river. There are bars on each entry on the entryway over on this side, and this side, the exit of the water. It's flowing from bottom to top to bottom.
Top
So
to
it-
bottom?
and it,
Yeah.
and it's rushing pretty fast.
Huh.
So
All right.
it's like a bridge in the middle.
And you said there are bars, so if you did fall in, you'd be stopped by the bars.
You would be, yes.
You'd be held by the bars and drowned.
Yeah.
You better throw a rope.
I plan on staying out.
Interesting.
He's
All
like,
right.
and so you guys come back out, and
But yep.
and so the clerk says, so you guys have paid your entry fee, and you guys are scheduled to be in the arena. What should we announce your group as?
Ah, we still don't have a name. I say that is our agenda for next Wednesday is to have a name.
I got it. Badass Dagrons.
Badass Dagrons?
No.
You know what Dagrons?
Yeah, what's a diagram?
I think we should be called Jerry's Balls.
My brother has got a fascination with balls.
Yeah.
Balls to the walls.
He's like, well, just let me know before the
We could-
event starts.
Okay. Yes. How about Wraith Crafters Minions?
I mean, if anything, it's gonna be called Yggdrasil and the Jets.
No.
You gotta use
Hard that, that crap.
We've got to come up with something better. We got to come up with a name.
The Jacuzziers.
We'll come up with one before.
But that's a couple of days away, so we can go explore the city.
All right, we should go back to the ship first.
Yeah, I was
And
going
we
to say
should.
the same thing. Yeah, we need to go to
Yes.
the ship, see if anything's happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
So-
we should have told Rodan he didn't need to show up.
Well, we
could-
did it as 50 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And as you guys were talking about that, he's like, just to let you know, if you guys are worried about your ship, there are several of the guys who fight in the arena here who work as sellswords. They could guard your ship for you if you'd like.
Oh,
I have a little coin, but
yeah, I think that's not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Depending on the price, it may be worth the peace of mind.
Yeah,
It
I would
will.
think so.
Let's go talk to some of them.
all right. So he's like their quarters are over there on the other side. These guys are like resident champions, so they're well in demand for sellsword work. But I think they're free right now. So he points you to their quarters. They actually live in the arena.
Free.
They're not occupied with an objective.
Not what I heard. I heard they're free.
Yeah. Free of not doing something.
Yeah.
We're gonna need them on 8-hour shifts, so we're gonna need 3 a day.
So you go in there and there is 2 dwarves and a tiefling. The tiefling is a green tiefling, a bright green like the guy that you guys had seen in the that house.
Yeah.
And the tiefling is actually really muscular, like super muscular, and he sees you walk in and he's got a large sword and like a scabbard on his belt, and he just kind of rests his hand on the hilt. And he's like, "Hello there."
How's it going?
Good day.
Yeah.
It's like, can I help you with something?
Yeah. We'd like to look into what it would take to hire you to guard our boat.
We're going to be entering the arena in 2 days, and we're
We
going to.
need somebody to watch our boat while we're in the arena.
Interesting. Well, we have actually a couple weeks off here. We could watch it for you. Gonna be at least 5 gold a day though. We're in pretty high demand.
Per each?
Yeah, it's 5 gold each of us per day.
Okay, that's reasonable.
That's very reasonable.
Yeah, don't worry. I think
Rodan can swing it.
Rodan got it. He's gonna have to watch the boat.
Well, I guess we don't need them until that day.
No, we don't.
Yeah, because we're going to be
Okay.
staying on our boat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
but
Although we did, at least someone should, because we
You
paid
you guys did buy rooms
rooms
at the inn.
Yeah, that's
That's
yeah,
right,
could
we
have them,
did.
Yeah, guard the boat.
Right. And then because I'd rather stay at the inn. We've been sleeping on that boat so much anyway.
Now from
So,
a
yeah.
GM from a GM.
So 3 days, that's 45 gold. Actually, yeah.
3 days is 45 gold.
Yeah, well, it's
That would
5
be
gold
30
each
gold.
for 3 guys.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
yeah, 8 hours.
And then
shift.
3 days, 45 gold.
That was gonna be my. How does
Cough-
the? How
Cough
does
it up, Rodan.
This will teach him for.
After they fall asleep on the job.
So yeah, he actually he hands him he hands him 5 platinum, and he says keep the change.
Whoa.
5 platinum.
What is that worth?
10 gold each.
Oh, so he's
50
All
gold.
right, thanks, Rodan.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the way I'd sounded like yeah, cool. $5 tip, that's a good deal.
And they say, okay, so show us to your ship. Do you guys have like bedrolls down there or something for us to sleep on when we take our shifts? Or
Yep.
Yeah, they're down in the hold. You can use what you need.
okay, and so
There's
they
plenty of
they
nights
they,
on
they
there.
gather up some supplies real quick, and they tell the clerk out there where they're going, and they follow you to your ship.
All right, cool.
Okay, let's go check it out, and
Yeah, make
and
sure
we'll
nothing's on
right.
there.
take
Yeah,
a good
so-
look.
Yeah, so make an investigation check, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Investigation.
All right.
Jack sees nothing.
Yadrsil. Yadrsil, you notice that that once again the door is open on the hold of the ship.
This motherfucker.
No shit.
I race inside to see if they painted anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Race inside.
Yes.
And
Hold the phone.
and the 3 cell swords are right at your back. Like they have already on the job apparently, and they're going to protect you. And so you go in there, and the wall that was painted with the words before is painted pure black.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, it's a nice shade
More to
of
clean up.
I told
Get
you
to
so.
cleaning.
It's a nice shade of black.
I get my bucket out again with my soapy water.
You should leave it there.
Start scrubbing. People
Alright,
just
so
don't
you start
appreciate
scrubbing.
fine craftsmanship.
And it's on there thick. Whatever kind of paint they used, it's really on there. But you managed. It's definitely a darker shade now. You couldn't get all of the paint to completely wash off.
Where's my
Is it
belt
kinda-
sander?
He's like, you guys have like a problem with some practical jokers or something?
We don't think
No.
it's impractical jokers.
Oh, we don't. So be aware, guys. This
On our way sailing here, we thought someone might be
following us.
following us, just out beyond the site.
Anybody? Any distinguishing features that I should be looking out for? Or?
We had one dwarf guy following us from the last town. Maybe a dwarf.
He looked homeless.
Should we tell them what the message that was written on there the first time?
No. He is a cell sword.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, well, home dwarf. Anybody else? Anybody else been tracking you and trying to find you?
We saw something flying, but that was too far away to make. We couldn't really tell either.
If it was out, if it was something flying out there in the water, it was probably a cloaker or something like that. He's like,
So
but yeah,
seemed a little
we'll
big.
stay on the ship and we'll make sure that nobody steps foot on it.
All
That'll
right,
work.
cool.
All right. Thank you. That's what we need.
Do we need to check and see if there's someone in Viz down there? Like
In
didn't
what?
in the hold? Like last time one time there was a hidden.
Yeah, with the investigation check, you guys
Oh,
did a
okay.
good check and made sure there was
Okay.
nobody down there.
All right.
It is totally unoccupied as far as you can tell.
All right.
All right.
Well, now we can go
All
relax.
right,
at
guys.
the
Let's go ahead to
inn.
the end.
Yeah. Long day.
Eat well. Drink well. Get ready.
Sleep well.
Get
Who's
ready
got the
for the
box?
battle.
Yeah.
I believe that Yad has the box.
No.
Rogar has it,
Oh,
Yep.
Rogar has the box.
and he has not passed it on to anybody.
Okay.
Are you gonna be sleeping with it again?
Who, me? Yeah. I've
Okay.
only slept with it once.
Okay. So, and it's been a little while since you've had it, right?
Yeah.
You were probably the second person to have it, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So, you all go to sleep at the inn. It's a very nice hotel room or tavern room.
Yeah.
nice cushy beds. And you wake up in the morning and have a continental breakfast. And, the tavern owner's like, well, thank you all for staying. If you're going to be staying any longer, just let me know. I'll keep your rooms on reserve.
All right. Yep. Another night.
Yeah, we've got another night or two at least.
All right. So, said 2 gold each, right? Is that it? Or 5 gold? Can't remember.
Yeah, we already paid for the 3 days.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did do
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah, we
So,
paid.
yeah, he's like, we'll keep your rooms on reserve. You guys hang on to the keys I gave you, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, I say we go back to the boat and ask the guys if anything happened during the night.
Okay, so you guys get to the boat. One of the dwarves is asleep, but the tiefling is sitting on the side of the boat, and the other dwarf is like kind of leaning up against the mast, and they have said that they have had people watching throughout the night, and nothing seems to have happened.
All right, cool. That's good to hear.
Let's go down and just see. Let's go into the hole just to look around.
Okay, so you go down into the hold, and the dwarf is sleeping down there. Nothing seems to have changed.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
Just double checking.
Yeah,
Okay.
Doesn't hurt.
But- Back out on the deck.
And he's like, the tiefling stops you. He's like, is there a way I can get in touch with you if something happens like this? How can I find you easily?
Can
Hit
we
me up
give
on
him
hit me up on my cell.
Can we give him a ring of whisper? Didn't we? Or the?
we have one. Somebody's got an extra one. I gave away mine, but I think
Yeah.
Rodan, I think, has them. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got 3 earrings of whisper. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Rodan hands him an earring. Okay, so if you need to get in touch with us, put this on and talk to us. But just for my sake, don't put it on until you need us, okay? And he's like, okay.
All right.
And he's got like a little pouch on his belt, and he puts the earring in the pouch.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Yep.
Now he's in
He's
my
like-
inner thoughts.
Yeah, we can. Go kick back at the beach, just soak up some rays.
I'm still wandering around this city.
Well,
It's a great city.
we have one more day
I would
now.
wander around the city if I had a damn map.
Yeah, so would I.
Wandering
but,
and a map
without
don't
a
go
map,
together.
I'll still wander around it. What the hell? We got to check out this place.
Yeah, wandering is just letting people go where they go.
Yeah, so you guys wander around the city, you
Oh,
know,
snap, what's
taking-
that? It's a bathroom. I'm going to hit that up, guys.
Uh,
Sorry, that's for customers only.
I'll
Yeah.
buy something.
I stick my foot out and trip Yadrsil. He tries to run away.
Is he still there? Yeah, yourself?
No, he went
He
into the
fell.
bathroom.
He
He's
fell,
got
hit his head so hard he passed out.
he's got to make a deck save when he gets back. Yeah, but you guys wander around for a while. There's like food vendors and stuff like that. There's people selling
Corn
like
dog here, please.
yep. Somebody hands you something that resembles a corn dog,
All right.
and it's tasty. It's
Yeah.
it's like 50 silver.
Okay. I can do
We
that.
were at the University Street Fair yesterday, and now I can't eat any of that shit that I used to just shovel in by the piles. And they had foot-long corn dogs.
Yeah, they did.
I'm sure you like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure
God,
you
did I like
I'm sure you and Balls like that a lot.
foot-long. Oh, yeah, man.
All right, Roey.
And
Down on his ass.
and you notice that like there's like different kinds of like street performers and stuff like that. And there is a raised platform on one of these streets, and it has 2 dwarves on the platform arm wrestling, and there's a small group of people around them, and there's people like cheering and like betting money and all sorts of stuff. And the one announcer guy is like, "Oh, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?" that kind
I'm
of
gonna win because I challenge both of them at the same time. to arm wrestling.
They're at it right now.
thing. Yeah, well, they're in the middle of a match right now.
Yeah, you
and,
can't
so,
challenge them when they're in the middle of a match.
Sure, I can.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
the announcer goes like, "Oh, wait your turns." And
He's my
so,
brother. He doesn't know any etiquette.
Yeah.
so they continue their arm wrestling match, and like, one of the dwarves is like almost to the bottom and gets pushed all the way back up to the top, and then suddenly, wham! Pounds the guy's knuckles to the bottom of the table, and that's the end of that match.
And I say, congratulations, sir. Now you're going to lose.
So the guy sitting at the table cracks his knuckles. He's like, "All right, I'd like to see that happen." And the announcer says, "Oh, it looks like we have a new contender. Go see the bookie over there to place your bets."
Can I bet on myself?
Absolutely.
I am gonna bet 890 gold.
Holy jeez.
I only bet with my life, not my gold.
I'm gonna bet 20 gold on my brother.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm betting 50 gold on Rogar.
All right. My pen's not working. Hold on.
I'm saving my money.
I know. Watch the dwarf kick his ass.
I got
So
face
it's 890 for Rogar,
Jesus.
and it was
20.
20 from
Yeah.
Balazar.
Yeah.
And how much from
50
Jack?
from Jack.
Jack, 50. All right. Anybody else?
I
Nope.
think Rodan wanted to double up.
Honestly, with Rodan's with Rodan's sensibilities, he might bet on the other guy. But
Plus, Rodan doesn't have a lot of money left.
We'll let him sit out this time.
well, Rodan's really not hurting too bad for gold, but you don't know that.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's true. I'm not
But-
looking in his coin purse.
All
Yeah.
the more reason for him to double up.
Is the Adder still back yet? Because I wouldn't give him the opportunity.
No.
I think so.
Where the hell did he go?
Went to the bathroom.
Well,
That doesn't count.
What, down
He's-
at the gas
he's
station?
having to work it.
Oh, whoa. Y'all need to that yourself.
That's why he took off. We do need to know if he wants to wager.
So, would I be doing strength checks or athletics?
These will be strength checks.
All right, so I'm probably gonna
the-
rage before I go into arm wrestling.
And that will be acceptable. And by the way, your rage works for athletics too. It's any strength based
Okay.
skill check. And you can see on the character sheet which ones are what kind
Oh,
of.
I see. Yeah, fuck, that's so light I can't see unless I...
So
Alright.
let's give Yaddershield a minute to come back in case he wants to bet.
Do I have to text him? Get off the shitter.
You might have to. Just go there, like, hey, what you doing there, mom?
Boy, that outhouse got destroyed.
Okay, so the outhouse was actually right next to a arm wrestling event that was going on, and Rogar has challenged their resident champion, and would you? And there's a bookie
all
there to make
wagering.
bets
Yeah.
if you'd like to make a wager.
What's the weight reigning champ look like?
He's a dwarf, very well muscular. Like he looks like almost as muscular, if not more muscular, than Rogar himself.
Hmm.
He looks like he's right at where Rogar is strength wise.
Ask how much Rogar bet.
I know,
Yeah.
He doubled down.
He
Oh.
bet everything.
Yep.
How much money do you have, Rogar?
890 gold.
Good lord, I bet 100 on the dwarf.
All right.
Yeah, I bet 50 on Rogar.
And how much did the paladin wager?
He's saving his
Yggdrasil?
money.
I don't know. I wasn't here.
He bet nothing.
That's very paladin like.
I
Okay.
know.
So, and just so we are in the clear that I'm not, cheating on this or anything, I'm going to do my rolls in the chat. So,
Oh, cool.
this guy gets a +5 to strength, just like you do, Rogar. All right,
Dang.
so you guys square up, and
Whoa, this-
you
yeah.
interlock your arms to the arm wrestling position,
And
and you're
go-
raging.
As soon as I grab his hand, I go into rage and I'm frothing at the mouth with ice.
Okay,
Damn.
so,
And he says, "Would you keep that spittle to yourself?"
so the announcer puts his hand over both your arms, and he says, 1, 2, 3, go, and roll a strength check.
Pretty good. Oh, Rogar with the win.
All right. Well, that's not a win yet. So you both are like pushing at each other, like veins popping out of both your foreheads, and your arms are just like shaking, and you start to make progress, and you're about like halfway pushing his arm down to the table. Make another strength check.
I do have advantage, and it doesn't matter. Ah!
Yeah. So the guy pushes back up, and you're right back at the middle.
Can I bet 200 on the dwarf now?
And, once the match has started, it's too late to.
Dang it.
Too late. Nice try, yeah.
I got 100 on the dwarf. I
Another
was going
strength check.
Oh!
17.
Oh, God.
God.
Oh,
So you-
Rogar.
No,
you
I
push
got
it-
17.
Yeah, so you push him right back to that position you had him in before.
All right, going back and
All right.
forth.
Another strength check.
18.
Yeah, so you push him, and he's like just like an inch away from the table at this point. You're just both pushing for all your might.
Come on, Mr. Dwarf.
One more check.
Come on, Rogar.
Yeah!
Oh, no.
Slam
So-
it down.
So with one final push, you just slam his knuckles down on the table, and there's a big cheer from the group, and everybody's just roaring with enthusiasm and excitement. And everybody's like,
Yay.
Oh,
Not-
man.
All right, I
Not
got my-
Yadrisil. Yadrisil just dumped 100 gold.
What 100 gold?
No, you had to pay up front.
I
Sorry,
know.
sorry.
I already got rid of it.
When are you going to learn? When are you going to learn, Yad?
Well, I didn't know you could rage in there. That's cheating.
Yeah. It's not cheating.
That's cheating.
I got my entry fee back, so I'm fighting for nothing.
All right, so the dwarf is like kind of rubbing his knuckles. He's like, you got an arm on there, you son, and he puts his hand out for a handshake.
And I give him a hearty handshake.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, crap. He's like, I think you broke my knuckle. He's like, I'll have to go see the clerics about that.
You'd be all right.
Let Wraith touch it.
Rub it in the dirt.
I can touch it.
My friend Wraith over there likes touching hands.
He's like,
I'll fix it.
He's like, I think I'll go see the clerics.
Hey. All right, you're passing a cheap fix.
All right, so you guys collect your winnings.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, my bags just got really heavy all of a
Yeah, I was
sudden.
gonna say, man.
They woulda.
Yeah.
To help him out.
Could have been like me, guys. Could have been like me.
No.
And this is where we will pick up next week, or Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be
Then we'll be ready
okay.
for the arena.
Wednesday, 6 p.m. We'll see you guys there.